Welcome everyone, and also happy slightly late Thanksgiving. Hope you all had an awesome one. Those of you who celebrated it yesterday, that is, in the US and all. So yeah, hopefully y'all did something fun, ate some good food, had some turkey. Yeah, I had a pretty good turkey yesterday. Just kept it simple, just me and the family yesterday. But yeah, hopefully y'all had a good one. And yeah, welcome everyone. Hey, Irksome, John, Peggy, welcome in. Folly, hope y'all are doing well. Amelia, welcome. And Dresham. Might want to place water barrel or two down in the farming area. Yeah, I don't need them anymore because we have all the water in our base with the pond. It also draws from those, which is really nice. Which I didn't originally know that. But yeah, it draws from the water within your base, which is cool. We've got a well, but yeah, I'll be putting tons of water. I just want to replace all the normal water barrels that I originally had with ones that actually hold water, and put some like on the dock and stuff that we'll be working on today a little. So it should be fun. Hey, random, welcome in. Justin, hope y'all are doing well. Will you ever do a roof tutorial? Been trying to do triangle roofs and been struggling. Yes, I do plan to do one at some point so I have a steep roof tutorial, which is just like with blocks where you build like kind of up to make it like twice as steep as 45 degrees. But then I also, I want to do like the terrain roof tutorial, a full like step-by-step. We could just do like a small test house or something, and then show you guys how to do that, because I know some people want, more hand-holding with placing the terrain and making it all look smooth and all of that. So yeah, at some point I do plan to do that for sure. Lisa, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Gotta go get some groceries. Good time to be back in a bit. Oh, no worries. Thanks for stopping by to say hi. Gonna keep the ones you placed for aesthetics, but didn't know that. Yeah. So you can pull from just normal like barrels, which is cool. And yeah, that goes along with the plan for today, which is to keep working on that pond and waterfall area that we were working on. Do the dock idea that kind of goes around the tree, which I thought could be really cool there. So yeah, we'll hop in a moment. Hey, Peapod, welcome in. Doesn't always have to be difficult. Simple can also, be good. Most important thing, you have a nice evening. Heck yeah. Hey, Valheim Gal, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. And Marcus, welcome. Yeah, definitely happy Thanksgiving. Grimy, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Thought your Minecraft building skills would save you here. But dude, it's so different and complex. Yeah, definitely different than Minecraft, that's for sure. A lot of textures and a lot of detail to work with. I would say like 4 times the detail of Minecraft, but at the same time, it's like 4 times the detail and voxels that actually like have textures themselves. So kind of interesting. Arzalika, welcome in. Welcome. From Quebec and Thailand. Oh my gosh. Welcome in. Hey, John. Would recommend you go for a swim in the pond below the blue goblet deep dive. Oh, cool. I did hear they added some stuff. And Surface Healer, welcome. Gonna lurk and listen while you have fun. Following the Hytale news? I am. And I know some people want to see that on the channel, possibly. Not sure that let's see. Is it gonna pick up my game capture? Come on, there we go. Okay. All right. Hopefully you guys can see that. Yeah, so I have been following the Hytale stuff, but I'm not sure I'll do it on the channel. I mean, at least until I sort of, like, see a little more of it. I think it's a really overhyped game, really big game, because of the developer from the Hypixel server doing it. It might be one of those other, like, dev games where it's like tiny team but huge, like big hype. This guy has so much behind his belt, and came back to the project. I played a bunch of Hypixel as a kid on that server for Minecraft, and I do think it's cool actually for him to sort of branch off and create a different version of Minecraft kind of a thing. I'm not sure though if it would be really the right fit or how long it would be lived or how much like competition it could really have to set it apart from Minecraft. What is going on with my screen capture? Okay, there we go. Hopefully you guys can see it okay on your end. Something in OBS just looked weird for me. Okay. A new subscriber, heck yeah. Getting Enshrouded. Yeah, it's so much fun. Been watching and hoping Hytale gets going. Been watching from the beginning. Nice, nice. Yeah, I mean, if you guys would like to see some on the channel, I could try it at least for like a day or two. It's like, just see how it is. It's definitely more like cutesy style graphics, you know, and kind of a thing. Very much like Minecraft graphics, just a little more detailed because it's more voxel based than just blocks. So like it still has angled roofs, you know, you could build some nice looking fences, a few other things that set it apart a little from Minecraft graphically. But yeah, I know a lot of people are hyped. It's also like, do I think Hytale is one of the best ones coming out now? Yeah. You know, we've been getting a lot of other sort of junk games, in my opinion, to where it doesn't take much to sort of claim that spot. I think Hytale probably will. I think it'll be a pretty big launch and have a lot of people's attention for a little, which could be cool, but yeah. Aqua Fox, welcome in. Alex Fox. Hardest. I always I have to get used to it because YouTube's now like doing the whole like @ thing instead of the names, so all right, so yeah, we'll go ahead and jump in to back into Ember, start doing some building, all that good stuff. And then also I don't know, yeah, if anybody's out shopping today and stuff, I mean, I'm not jealous of you. I don't like traffic on Black Friday, but I suppose a happy Black Friday. And if you didn't get my or see my post yesterday, G Portal is also having 55% off if you click through my link. Any of you watching on Twitch to click through the Twitch banner. I gotta restart this game. It's all framey now. But yeah, if you click through the Twitch banner or just in the description if you're watching on YouTube, they do have a 55% off going on right now, which is really great. That's what I do for my servers. I'll just sign up for the year and get that 55% off. And then, yeah, it's a huge deal. But yeah, if anyone's interested in starting servers. Danny boy, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Have work today and not excited. Oh. We watched Joe the Wizard's build from the other stream today. He's missed a lot of it. Wow, yeah, it's a really cool one, right? He did such a great job. Yes, exactly, Valheim Gal. So the discount in the description will get you 55%. Their default is 50%. So normally my link would save you 10%, but when it's stacking on top of Black Friday, it just saves 5% because it's already such a huge discount. But heck, I mean, if you're signing up for the year, you know, spending 100, 200 bucks for the year, save an extra 5%, say 55, and that's pretty good. I always like that because it's like getting 6 months of the server for free, basically. And it's a pretty good deal. Always happy when I find you online while you work on your coloring book. Nice, nice. Fitting snugly on your second monitor. Awesome, well, welcome in. All right, so yeah, last time we did a little bit of changes to the pond. We got everything not flooding anymore, which is good. So, and then we did like this nice river edge here, I guess, or pond edge, where we took out the path that was originally here and replaced it with a little bit of foliage, just kind of like made it go down into the pond nicely. And then we also have the whole waterfall and everything down here, which is still working really great. Not flooding at all or nothing. What do you guys think of this? I kind of liked how it went around this a little bit, made it a little wider there. But I can also fix that if it doesn't look as good, or put like a bit of an edge there. But otherwise, yeah, it's not flooding. Everything has been perfect now, which is really good because that was a bit of a pain to sort of redo a lot of the stuff. Initially, we've even got the stream coming down here. I mean, I love what they did with the water update and the patch the other day. That was awesome. But yeah, because of that, we had to do some changes because water sources are now a lot more powerful than they used to be. So Yeah, the plan for today is doing this dock. I want to do like a wraparound dock here that continues around the tree to get out to this side that will then go up to a mill house that we'll start working on. And then also just some good old like prettifying, you know, making everything look nice. And also, you guys, check this out. I started working on the little secret entrance into the storage room. So, yeah, I thought it was cool. We just have some little vines sticking down, a little bit of foliage there. And now, I don't know, it was just such a perfect spot right there, so I had to do it. It's also kind of a skylight, I guess, into the storage room. So yeah, you just kind of climb up the ladder, do a little jump, and you're in the pond. And it's kind of hidden down there, so I thought it was kind of cool to put it there. Why not? And yes, I flooded the storage room many times attempting to do it. So we had to use the remove water feature, which is just such a nice feature. I love it. But yeah. Hoping they all had plantable and night plants, right? Those look so cool, right? They do. How do you get sun in there? It's still, I guess the pond is shallow enough to where it's still, you know, there's still some light that comes through. A little bit. What's the difficulty? This is all just default in my current world. I just have it all default. Sometimes I'll change difficulty things if I'm just building or doing like videos, or I'll make the day last a little longer or stuff like that. For the most part, it's default. Have you also noticed that the frames have been seriously dropped in several places since the new update? I haven't noticed that, but yeah, I'm sorry if that's going on for you. They still obviously are doing lots of work and everything when it comes to all the, you know, tweaking and performance, all that good stuff. But got an extended weekend from work. So this is your first time getting to see one of the streams? Welcome in. So happy to have you here. Get a lot of inspiration from the videos. Yeah, welcome. Thanks for popping in and saying hi. No, they have had so many floods while playtesting the water. Oh yeah, it must have been crazy for them, right? Hello from Germany. Welcome. Welcome, Kathy. Hope you're doing well. So there's no water in the storage room. Yeah, no more. We got it working. All I did, I just took one of those floor water barriers and I just kind of phased it up into the roof here. So you don't see it because I basically just took this foliage to cover up the edges of it because I didn't like the edges showing. They just something didn't quite look right there. So I thought it was like this cool like portal into the pond, I guess. It's fantasy. Of course it makes no sense, but it's fantasy. So why not? And then we can have it there. It doesn't get any water into the storage room. And it's just an extra way to connect the two, I guess. It's always fun sort of interconnecting all. And we kind of have that theme going a little bit on the forest village to where I've got, you know, everything interconnected on the tree house with the paths going all through the tree and the hobbit hole. I gotta like touch all this back stuff up. It's just blocked out. But another thing I was kind of thinking of doing was like right over here. So that's the main entrance, but right down here could be kind of a cool spot to like dig down and almost do like a swim tunnel that then also exits at the pond on the side. Or just, I don't know, some interesting stuff, right? Forgot to change it before you leveled up. So you leveled up with max enemies. Oh, gotcha. Hidden entrance is really cool. Yeah, it's kind of fun. I always like doing stuff like that. And especially when it fits in so perfectly, like right under the root of the tree there. It kind of worked out great in that spot. Could you use fences to make small bridges with the dock? Yes, that's what I'm gonna be doing. So rather than doing blocks here, I got some stuff, made a little trip to the resource world and grabbed some fences and things like that for today. Because yeah, these will be really handy for the dock, I think. I think these will be really cool. So if I could, let's see. I was almost thinking of like turning them around a little bit, but let's see, what could I sort of start them on, I guess is the question. If I've got kind of the edge over here, I don't know, we'll have to try some things, but Dimok, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Does the invisible barrier also block rain? It cannot. It cannot block rain, so it doesn't act as a roof. When it's raining, you do get wet and you're not sheltered. So yeah, don't do a full roof of the invisible barriers. You'd think it would, right? You'd think it would kind of create shelter, I guess, but they'd have to change it around a little. Maybe they will at some point, but yeah. Gonna love the simplicity of your secret entrance to the Alchemist Cave. Oh, nice, Irksome. That's awesome. Have a tavern, a smuggler's hideout in the cellar, and from there is an underwater escape tunnel into the lake. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I kind of want to do similar things. We totally could with the tavern up here, because it kind of goes into the lake there if I've got, like, winding passages. And we could connect everything with the, with underground passages from the basement of the tavern that kind of wind around and then also tie into this thing that I started digging back for a little room behind the waterfall and stuff. Just kind of thought it was kind of cool there, but yeah, that'd be nice. So I'm debating how and where to start these fence things and what we could do here for the dock. Because I haven't, honestly, I'm definitely newer to using lots of the props for building. We did something, cool on the fishing hut build that I did there, but I'm thinking we just kind of go with like a very rickety feel here for these, right? Like we don't need nothing perfect, just something to like build our way around. A very roughed in dock, I guess, is kind of what I was thinking. So if I get snapping on, can I like line it up with that? Yep, and then do the free rotate. Oops. I think that, yep, right there. So we want this one here. Make sure it's like flat. Yes, that's good. All right, and then I think, yeah, based on the height, either here or a little bit lower. Let's go with the slightly lower option. That way it can kind of like blend in the terrain there, which I think looks kind of cool. And then let's go out by another, well, let's see. I kind of want to start like rotating it now, so, and actually that's probably the thing I should do on this one as well, but hope we get real glass at some point so we can look into the water and not, yes, I would love that. I would really love that. I mean, I think they definitely could now, especially if they have the transparent, texture of the water. I feel like they could anyway, but yeah, you never know. I guess we'll see what they do. All right, so now I can do like one rotation this way. Oh, and now it's night. Apologies, guys. Or I can equip this and then, yeah, at least you guys can see a little bit better and don't have to like re-rotate. Oh, right, the props save their rotation now. I forgot about that, actually. So now let's go ahead and rotate it again another click. And just kind of like, I don't know, make this like curved dock on stilts that goes out over the water. Actually, this one should be like 2 clicks, I think. Let's see. Yeah, maybe that, and then, all right, 1, 2, 3 maybe, even, for this one. And then, yeah, I mean, that works. 2, sure, we'll do 3 again, maybe. Yeah, I could have some boards kind of sticking out, and then 1, 2... right there, and then 1, and then, yeah, maybe another 1 here or something, and then that's what could just kind of blend into the ground over here, because it could go above. We could sort of have the boards going above the, oh, yeah, maybe here, actually, and then that sort of ties into the ground there. All right, now let's sleep and see what this actually looks like in the day, but I think something like that is what I'm going for. And with all the poles and the fences and stuff, I think it'll all kind of tie together a bit. Yeah, glass for a greenhouse would be really cool. It definitely would. Be awesome. Finally got a good start recreating Frank Lloyd Wright's Falling Water. Oh, interesting. What a headache trying to convert the measurements from standard to metric. Oh, right. Yep, we're in standard measurements here, but I try to like, since I build a whole bunch of stuff in real life and so I never use standard measurements on my things. It's annoying as hell. I don't do it anymore. So I get that I have to for some things, but yeah, I don't like it for everything. Yeah, what do you guys think? Oh, wait, this is, I need to, oh no, this is good. I know it kind of scatters these little planks and stuff around, but I think this is good. This is definitely the side we want on the top, because the bottom side sort of has those, like, those beams along it, which I think are better support. Hey, Basic Builder, welcome in. I was loving your little updates to your village there. That was awesome. Hope you're doing well. So yeah, let me take let's take these larger ones, also the bamboo poles, I guess. I gotta figure out which one I want to use for these docks, but I think the larger poles spaced out, you know, would be good. Alright, let's make sure this is like vertical. Guess that's pretty good. Yeah, looks good. Alright. Doing good, glad to hear. And then let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just kind of put them on the edge of things every now and then. Assuming they kind of stick down in the pond, which is kind of sort of looking like they do. This might actually look pretty good. One there, and then maybe there. I'm not really worried about like perfectly spacing them. We're just trying to get like, again, it's supposed to be rustic. All right, how does this look? This might actually be looking pretty good. Yeah, underside looks a little like train tracks. It kind of does, doesn't it? I like this. I like this a lot. It's weird seeing the water at like an angle on it, because it's like coming down from the waterfall and then it's kind of at an angle there. But yeah, it's not bad. And I could even put like a little drain under the dock or something on the side to lower the level just in this thing. But and yeah, Dresham, you missed the little part at the beginning of the stream. I did cut a little hole into the storage room, so you can get down in. And that'll be the final spot. We might even put like a little secret door here or something fun, but it's hidden enough, I guess. You didn't notice that. Expecting water lilies and goldfish with the water update. Leaving it to Germans to give us water swine capybaras. Oh, right. Hey, Chrissy Quinn, welcome in. For the love of all things, it changed. Just changed it to metric already. Yeah, I wish. I really wish. I really don't like that because all my tools as well are metric. But like now with the whole tariffs thing going on and things, I'm like buying more that's supposedly made in the US, right? And to make it like made in the US, all these companies are using like American hardware and all super proud of it and stuff. I'm like, I don't have tools to work on that shit. Like, don't give me like, oh man, yeah, it gets annoying. It gets annoying. I had to like go under warranty for like a bike rack I got with like US parts. And I was like, I don't have a wrench that fits around this thing. I had to buy like a whole nother wrench set to try to work on it because like a vehicle's metric, everything is metric that I have, even though I'm in the US. Saw it, but was wondering about the poles extending downward. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, so far, actually, they worked perfectly. They're not in the way, because they only go down to here, and they're actually still hidden enough. Yeah, I was wondering about that, too, or if they would just be floating. But no, all the poles are grounded. They actually do go down a fair amount. I wish we just got, like, poles. Like these, but, like, without any, like, ends to them. Because couldn't it be really cool to do, like, a log cabin build, right? Or, like, well, alright. So I get it. It wouldn't really be in the voxel game as much. They could do, like, rounded blocks, though. Like, little circles, you know, that you could stack on top of each other. Like, flip the directions of or something. That could be cool. Like, adding some log cabin stuff to the build, or to the game. And then you could also use, yeah, I don't know. You can also use those tarred wood blocks that do look pretty good as log cabins, but... Wish I could steal that for Ember too. Skylamina, thank you so much for the watch streak. 5 of them. Heck yeah. Welcome back. And yeah, the bamboo ones, yeah, they're just a little thin, right, for the docks, I think. So the bamboo ones, like for the fishing hut, I use them in between these ones. But I think for this build, I'm going to use the bamboo ones, but we're going to sort of put them, like, I was almost wondering about putting them, like, at an angle to almost tie these pillars in. I wonder if I could do that. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, so you can rotate the objects and use them for all kinds of different things. Bridge design looks great. Cool, yeah. Yeah, it's so cool to just, you know, use fences and things to create something like that. It's like that worked out pretty well. Not bad, and once it's got some little ropes on it, and I think I'll leave it away from the tree here just a little bit. I kind of like this gap, and then almost goes across the marsh here, which I guess is kind of what I was going for in this area with all these, like, reeds and stuff. A little bit of marshy land. We can take out that tree right there, and then we'll probably take out some of these little ones too, depending on how the mill house goes. Yeah, I think it's gonna be good. Yeah, a clean log would look nice with no bark, right? Or just like for making wood piles or, you know, fun stuff like that. So we can hit the Q and the right mouse button to reset things. I appreciate all your all's comments in that fishing video. Since they changed it all, I was like all getting confused about it. Alright, so we got it now, and then maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's see here. Maybe I want it to go, I don't want it to sort of tie in, so let's see. Rotate this. I mean, 4 might be good, but I just want to be sure that this is like actually gonna sort of work for the dock. Maybe we do more like 8. Yeah, I think 8 is probably better. So let's see if I can pick this up. Oh, wait, I had it. There we go. And then let's do, oh, not that. 7, 8, all right. And then try to get this to phase into that pole there. I guess about right there, and then we can 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that kind of works. And then I can, like, spin it around and go into the other pole. Wait, why is it, like... Oh, because it rotates on the 2D axis. Oh, wait, this is gonna be really confusing. Made a hanging bridge like that, wanted the NPCs to use it, never had to cover it with foliage. We need smarter NPCs. Yeah, they actually removed their ability to walk on, whatchamacallit, like, walk on props and stuff. Yeah. Maybe they'll add it back or add them back in some different way. Alright, let's see. I want this to be... What is that? Is that what I'm stuck with essentially right there? I guess that works. I was just thinking this could be cool to maybe do here, but... Peggy! Gifted memberships, more of them. You're so kind. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, and welcome back. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. Can I pick this up? I don't know if I can. Oh, wait, I had it. There we go. Yeah, thanks, Peggy. Or just give them items that are meant to be walk-on? Right, more path-type items. Like, since so many people like using these things for, like, bridges and stuff, you could just get some more, like, path-style items and things. Alright, does that work? Oh, that works. Okay. Just do that then, and then, let's see. Rotate around again. What about... Oh, wait, that? Okay, that one didn't work. Oh, I'm gonna need to go back in the water to try to do that. My Thanksgiving was good, yeah. It was pretty chill around here. I mentioned at the beginning, it was just my family and I. We did a turkey, couple little dishes, but nothing crazy. It was a good turkey, though. Alright, I really need first person with swimming. This stuff is rough here. Alright, let's try to put that one there. Ah, it's still, like, down, though. Okay, I need to snap it from the top. Nope, go up. There you go. I have my diver's helmet on. I do, good, okay. I'm gonna need that. Yeah, you can exploit laying fences in place to keep pets. Yeah, or to keep pets in place, for sure. You can do all of that, which is nice. Put a block to stand on? Yeah, that's probably a good idea, just to get this. Let's see, where'd my hammer go? It's hammer time. Yeah, let's like put like some scaffolding out here and see what we're doing. Sometimes I just, you know, yeah, we just don't think quite that way. Oh, what? It reset the rotation, but it didn't reset the height? Ah, that's okay, whatever. Alright, so let's go down, and then we know it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that's gonna work, yeah, that looks fine. And then rotate around by like maybe 2. Okay. I mean, do you guys think this looks good? Try to like... Ooh, is that gonna... Yeah, that'll work, okay. Just try to sort of like brace it a little bit, and then we like go the other way. Yeah, we can do Q or... Oh, is it A and right click also do... Oh yeah, Q and right click. To remove the height, you know, to sort of reset it there. Yeah. Alright, so now we want it rotated around again this way. And then bring it down flush with the dock. Okay, and then I think that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. RC Marcus, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. How do we... Let's see. Let's go like there, maybe? I mean, yeah, I guess this is kind of sort of working. Some of them are a little higher than others, but I guess that kind of looks like a genuine, like, support. And then let's go... let's go there. I think it'll be good. I think it looks great. Grounds the bridge, makes it more realistic. Yeah, it takes a little work. Ooh, actually, this really is looking nice. Hey, Still Saber, welcome in. Alright, let's rotate this and then do like... You know, maybe, yeah, out there or something, just to sort of match it up what we had. Alright, I freaking love this. Just do a full scaffolding. So much easier. Alright. Creamy Creme, welcome in. Thanks for the Prime sub. Creme de la creme. Hope you're doing well. Alright. Let's get this thing rotated sideways here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then flip it, let's see. I think about... Yeah, about there was probably best for this section. Hey, Ebony, welcome. Hope you're doing well and had a good Thanksgiving. I can sort of, let's see, put it this one. Ooh, maybe... Alright, sure. That one, that way it at least matches up, you know. Yeah, Service Healer, thanks for the G-Portal discount. Heck yeah. Great time to use it and sign up for the year. Get 55% off right now through the link below or the banner on Twitch. Yep, it's a great time. Great time, and hopefully that helps out a little bit. Yeah, they do such good prices on Black Fridays. Just keep waiting around, sign up for the year, and then do some, you know, you can get 10% off my link anytime if you ever need. But yeah, Black Friday is always a good time to, you know, get a couple months in advance or something. Just rolled out of bed, but I'm Canadian, so no turkey for you yesterday. Oh, that's right, that's right. I forgot. You had it earlier, didn't you? A little earlier in the year. Well, hopefully you at least had a good day. JH5K, hope you're doing well. Alright, yeah, what do you guys think of this? We now have the Now have the little supports. They're all a little uneven, but that's just the character. It just adds to the character a little bit to sort of create this dock that's out here. That looks pretty nice. It's not bad. Get some fences on it and stuff now. Where on the map am I building? We are down right below the Blackmire Ancient Spire. Just in this tree. Been working on this village for a long time. It's kind of just one of those ongoing projects that I've been slowly developing, trying new things on, you know, that kind of stuff. But yeah, eventually I'd love to do like a base in the water biome or something. Or like an endgame base, but we're still got work to do on this and still practicing and stuff, so it's fun to do. Let's get some railings and start doing some of these. I think these look kind of good. And then let's sink them down by like 1, 2. Yeah, because that's nice. All right, so another like, ooh, maybe another rotate like that. These are gonna have to be like more like, oh, I can turn on okay, there we go. We just need like the fine placement here. Okay, and then one there. 3, 4. Even 5 for this one. Oh, 4 is alright for there. Alright, yep, 4 for that one. And then same thing on the side here. And then maybe a little bit of like bridges on the back end. And then, let's see. 2. Oh, that worked, kind of. Let's see, just 2, yep. And then same thing on this one here. Maybe just 1 less. Oop, I had it right on the edge. Eek, come on. This is gonna, oh wait. It was there. It was totally there. Can I do it like one less rotated maybe? Yeah, this is fine. Okay. Almost never use snapping. Yeah, you know me, Ebony, though. I try to, I don't know. I don't have to. And with this dock, I'm not like worried about it in particular. If something didn't work with snapping, I would definitely turn it off. This looks alright. Some of the railing posts are a little weird maybe, but it looks pretty good. And then you've got the, you know, maybe I'd have like a gap in them in the middle or something. Maybe that's where they go, like here. So I could do like a little, alright, I need this prop to, just like a little fishing alcove or something here. To kind of have that, maybe, I don't know. Hey Maria, welcome in. Looks nice, awesome, awesome. Yeah, I think it'll do, at least, kind of sort of for what we're looking at. And then, yeah, having the little gap there. Do you guys think I should come out, like, a little bit farther with the dock here? Or sort of leave it, just kind of leave it and have the gap in it? I'm kind of leaning toward, like, yeah, a little bit farther out, Peggy. Just in this section. For, like, a little fishing spot or something. Just a little bit, okay. The weather in Enshrouded is definitely having some lows, breathing the Breath of the Wild's vibes nowadays. Yeah, I mean that was a big inspiration for them. You know, as we learned on the dev Q&A, Breath of the Wild was a big one. All right, yeah. So right here, and then, oop, gosh, I always depends on which way you're looking for G and T, for them to be sort of like right. Oh wait, hang on, that's too high. Hold up, one more down. All right, there we go. Right there. Oh, it's like one lower? No. That bothers me. Can I raise it up just like by one thing? Maybe, okay, boom, boom. Yeah, there, okay, there we go. That's raised up a little bit. Now, just like this, essentially, so that we have, like, a little tiny fishing spot, which I think is good. Oh, a little step-down platform? Oh, actually, that's a nice idea. I like that. think that'd be cool. And Ruby J with the 5 stream streak. Yeah, a step down I think could be cool. Is it wide enough to fish? I mean, yeah, technically. If I did a step down, maybe I could make it another thing wider. Or a ladder going into the water from this one for sure. Ooh, actually. Maybe that's not a... I don't know. Let's see. Alright, how does it look like from a little farther away? We gotta check it out from the other side of the pond and sort of see proportionally and stuff what we got going here. I wonder how big the final map will be. Probably this... It'll be this big. At least till 1.0. They don't have any plans on expanding biomes. Because the map is already huge with tons of content. But eventually, I mean, you never know. They might do like DLC or things in the future. I think just the one little thing there, proportionally might be good. Have stairs over by the carpenter's hut going into the water. Oh, nice, Urksum, yeah. Yeah, that could be a decent idea from this side as well, yeah. I was gonna do them here to like continue this down and then sort of have some little stairs there. Do something like that. Sometimes the fish swim into land and the fishing is interrupted. Oh yeah, because it's like the water too shallow kind of a thing, right? Yeah, at least my pond is very deep here, so it should be pretty easy. And then yeah, some poles to support this section for sure. Snoot Snoot, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Cool, Urksum, yeah. Oh yeah, wondering who our final boss will be. Maybe Lord Vargoth, right? I don't know. How goes the boardwalk? Welcome in, Katesy, welcome. Am I singing the song? Oh yeah, under the boardwalk while building. How do you get fish in the pond? So you can't, unfortunately, you can't right now bring fish to your existing water features. I hope they change that. But you can still fish in them and get the same fish and loot that you would get previously. You just have to, yeah, it's a little annoying. I hope they allow us to bring it back to our base and do that. All right, so we want one there, and we want one. Oops. I want it inside the thing, right there. And then we're gonna go underwater and just, oh golly, this is gonna be really difficult without the first person here. Am I thinking of doing any, oh crap, I didn't, okay, hang on, or reset the height. All right, Q, reset the height, there we go. I tried fish. I was able to successfully fish in the pond at the top of the waterfall. So yeah, this is plenty big enough. You just gotta cast the rod into the center, and then it should work pretty well. But okay, did that work? That worked. All right, we just have to like kind of sort of do this under the boardwalk down by the creek. Oh, is this one gonna interfere with my little secret entrance? Yeah, kind of, sort of. It's not, alright, it's not too bad, but yeah, it kind of does. I really wish I could see what I'm doing in here. Yeah, I think it's okay. We can still get in here. It's just a little off. Oh, thinking about more, like, putting it on an angle? Yeah, Peggy, we could do that, too. We could put it, like, do sort of an angle into the side. It's not a bad idea. Put some fish on food plates in the water. Yeah, electric ones look great above. Yes, you can put them on the item stands and put them in the pond, or, like, in a little aquarium or something. And still kind of sort of get the look from that. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, so we do have this, like, alright. Yeah, what do you guys think? Is it straight down? Or should I try them, like, sort of more at an angle into the hillside there? Maybe an angle could be cool. So it sort of, like, bumps out and it's not these long Alright, let's try it. Let's try it. Alright, can I like... There we go. At least get a little closer to my character. It's always hard here. Angle for sure. Okay. Let's try it. Yeah, they're a little skinny, and I can't use the other ones because the other ones are going to show the weird texture at the bottom. This is too deep. But yeah, that'll definitely leave more... Oh my god. Look at that detail. You dismantle something and the wood like floats up to the top. I never noticed that. Holy cow. Here's some pylons. Yeah, that is some detail. Holy cow. Oh my god. Adds a lot of visual interest. That is crazy though. They literally like this is water physics and like it's all proper. Like that's insane. Amaze you too? Yeah, I saw it yesterday. That's just crazy. That's just absolutely crazy to me. Alright, so we can have, let's see, let's flip this one down like this way. Is it to the right? Yeah. Oh, this dock is the straight dock, so this is good. So on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. To be sort of the similar thing from the other stuff, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe at least 6 there, and then kind of go down a little bit more at the just into the hillside. Oh my god, if I can see, this is gonna be oh man, I don't know how we're gonna do this here. Can I like glitch my camera behind this pole? Oh wait, I kind of could. All right, how do we? All right, turn off snapping. Oh, this isn't even gonna work either. We can't even free place it because it's not in the end. How do we do this? with having more than just one. Any suggestions? Or maybe we just angle it now and go straight down at the edge or something, I don't know. Yeah, building when swimming needs first person for sure, right? I can't see anything I'm doing. With the props, like now we actually really need first person in the game, you know? And I'm glad they added it. I was like able to build before without it, but now that they have all the props, we definitely need it. Oh wait, if you move the altar, do I lose all its progress? Yeah, you have to re-upgrade it. You don't have to re-strengthen it, but yeah, you will have to re-upgrade it. It looked like it was snapped in an angle. Hey Timber, how you doing? Maybe okay. Like what if I reset the height on it now? I don't know. Q and right click. You think it's gonna snap in at the right spot now? Oh. Oh, so we just have to reset the height and then it will sort of register there. Oh, that's good. And then that little guy there, we can just kind of like, if I can get myself to see what's going on in here, just kind of build a little more foliage up around it, I guess. Cool. Okay, so we just have to turn off the height adjustment, and then it will snap on the ends of them. That's good. That's good. Okay, let's take a look at this now. At least kind of sort of what we got. I think this is pretty nice. And then totally a ladder off the side. Let's get one of them, the nice bamboo ones. I think that would look really good. Yeah, what a long campaign where they continue to add to the game, right? Hopefully they keep doing stuff, you know, after 1.0 and things. But yeah, arguably they do have a lot of content. It's a pretty big game. So I didn't realize this leaning bamboo ladder is still straight. It's not a leaning ladder at all. And you can't rotate it at all down. So I thought it was a leaning ladder, but no, it's still just a straight one. Chiselchip fin cam. Alright. Noticed a bug here. The character customization is not working. At Elio, at the barber. I think, yeah, that's like a known thing at Elio, where you can't see yourself in the like preview screen or whatever off to the side. Post a couple screenshots in general. Behind it was a map. Oh, wait. Decided to have the steps, yeah, instead of natural ramp. Cool. I'll have to look at it. Hey, Isaac, welcome in. Yeah, it works. You just can't see it there exactly. Makes it a little tricky to sort of know what you're doing. All right. So we're gonna have to figure out how to snap a ladder onto the side. Can I okay? I wish we could snap these things from the top down. Like switch the side of which we're snapping something. That could be really cool to have as like a button. Because like even with like, oh wait, I can't use Q in the scroll wheel with this. Now I'm gonna need to get a night's sleep so we can see what we're doing in the day a little more. Any of you curious about the pond area at night? Looks kind of cool. It's getting there. I'm gonna keep doing the community build streams. I'd love to have or love to join sometime. Yeah, and just reach out in the Discord and stuff. I often what I'm doing now is just kind of some like impromptu showcases on streams in general. You know, at the beginning or ends of streams. I'll just check out a little build here and there. Hey Joe, welcome in. Had a good Thanksgiving. Hope you did too. Oh, aim at the pond. Oh, maybe because there's like voxel waters. I wonder. We are gonna need to have like. Maybe I'm gonna have to build like some like temporary thing for it. Like platform, you know. You have to figure out how far down this thing goes, and then. All right. Yeah, we're gonna have to kind of do that. Yeah, nothing like going to bed in your swimming flippers. Indeed. Oh, and this because the ladder's like snapped on block per block. Oh, we could go under it. Okay. So let's like, oh man, how am I gonna do this here? We're gonna have to do a little bit of trial and error with this. Like, let's put like a little platform. Which side should the ladder be on? Should it just be off the front of it, actually? Like off to the right side in the front, so that it almost like, yeah, I feel like maybe. So it kind of like showcases in the shot a little bit. Okay, so we want it to be 2 blocks lower than this. The front, yeah, okay. Put it in the front, all right, yeah, let's do that. I think that'll look good. It's 2 blocks lower than this one. Let's turn off snapping. Oh, that's on snapping. How do I, okay. There we go, getting it right there. Ooh. And then destroying this one. The water will just fill it in. All right. And then let's put the ladder right here. Off to the side. It's a little kind of behind the thing. Oh yeah, that's fine. It, cause the hitbox doesn't really mess with the... Oh, wait. Can I not get up from there? Can we not, like, should be able to, like, climb out of the ladder. Maybe I need it out here. Let's see. I mean, I can get up there, but if I'm, like, actively in the water, can I swim up to it and now actually climb out? Yes, there we go. Okay, so I just need it out by 1. Luminous wand used to give off a nice amount of light. No torch. Now with these recent updates, it has no light. Oh, no. Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, I have like the frost one, which gives off a decent amount, and then the fire one, which still seemed to be the same for me. And yeah, they have like the diver's helmet now gives off light from the latest patch, which is cool. Yeah, maybe I don't know which one you're using. Remember your secret entrance, perhaps the ladder would work with it. Yes, I did, so I did put the ladder here. Oh, like to go all the way down, yeah. Actually, that kind of does go up to the dock if we, like, continued that ladder just all the way up. Yeah. No, this is cool. This is cool. Then we've got that there, just to sort of have it as a little thing. And then I think I want some slightly different fences for this. Just a little bit. Hate that first-person camera doesn't work underwater. Yeah. Yeah, we were all saying that. Really hope they add that for underwater. That would be a very nice thing. Where are all the fences? Here we go. I was thinking like a little bit more refined here for this section. Let's see. The flippers clash with the outfit. They kind of do a little bit, right? They kind of do. I need to hide the tunic so that you just have the swim shorts and the flippers. we can go into here. Wait. We'd have to hide because the gloves look weird by themselves too a little bit. We could have the diving helmet. There. Now we're full on building in the rain since it's raining the whole stream and building in the pond. Alright, so let's do this one too. Snap that one there. Maybe this one on this side. Oh, that's gonna clash with the... Oh, maybe I should have done the ladder like one thing in. Do I put that there, maybe? Is that still enough to get up with the ladder here? Alright. Oh, it's not. It's not. I have to, I think I will, just for that purpose, put the ladder one thing in. Because, or yeah, kind of put the ladder near the middle. I feel like off to one side just a little bit, because we can't free place the ladder. So I want it to go, like, off to one side to look a little more purposeful, since it can't snap directly in the middle, technically. But yeah, that... I think this will look nice if we get it here. Okay. So, right here instead. Yep. Oh no! Other way rotated. Okay, not this way. Hang on. Pick that up, and then rotate it around, and then... Yeah, there it is. Okay. But just off to one side, but kind of like there, I guess. It works. Just wasted 30 minutes working on getting a ladder installed, only to have to redo it. Oh no! Oh, you know what, Drayshawn? Let's see if we could color the flippers. That's not a bad idea. That is not a bad idea. I don't know where I have the coloring station here. I haven't used it in a while. Thought maybe I put it in this area. I don't think so. I think it's in the tower. I need to put it over here though, for sure. And we gotta get like the coffee makers and stuff actually in the tavern. But yeah, the water out of the secret tunnel, you use the water barriers at the carpenter. He's got some vertical and some horizontal ones for walls. Let's see. Carpenter. Where were they? They were just kind of up near the top, I think. Where do you have them? Yeah. So water ground barrier is what I used for it, so that it holds the water out but allows me to go through it. Thought of something funny on April Fool's Day. The devs give new armor. You can, it's a duck costume. Find out it's a duck costume, that'd be funny. You've done a coffee shop, so happy. Yeah, like, it's so nice that we get those. Now we can actually add them as, like, builds to our villages and stuff. Which I think is super cool. But yeah, like, this dock, like, we gotta put, like, a barrel, you know, make it all look really nice there. But, you dye the Tidewalker armor? I have the Tide collar. But I'm sure you can. All the armor you're able to dye. At least you were. Oh, wait. Is this, Oh, is it flooding again? Is it? Oh, because this thing is actually filling up here. Yeah. So I'm gonna need to, I guess just fix that edge. It's filled up to the point where it's flooding now below. It looked kind of cool, but it's a little too wide there, so... Let's see. Let's put... Yeah, this will be like... We can tweak a lot of the final things here. So, does that kind of sort of fix it? Yes, there we go. So now it just makes it go into the waterfall portion, but a little wider on the side, which is nice. And we've got some reeds up there on the side of the rock. This area is overflowing a little bit there. But... This will be from the rain or something, too. This is getting very full. It's now flooding over here. Wait, what happened? Is it too big of an output or something? Hey, Elfie, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, maybe it's just like kept filling up and filling up and filling up. And it's still not flooding over here. It's still the same over here, but I guess we'll keep an eye on it. This is the longest I've been in it since the water changes, so we'll just kind of let it go for a bit and see what happens. Wait, have you seen the little coffee cups with little coasters? Wait, do they have those at the carpenter or the blacksmith with the? Hold up, I thought we unlocked them, but I don't. Or were they with the dishes somewhere here? Sweet Jesus, welcome in. The Tide collar? Okay, yeah, we can. I gotta go to the dyeing thing and see. Let's see, where are we? The comfort section. And then in here, we had all the urns, but bronze cup here. Where were the ones with the little coasters? I know what you're talking about. I know I unlocked them, but I don't remember where they were. Left the stream for a few minutes, come back to this. Put some clothes on. Everybody told me to take them off because the Tide collar didn't match the fins. Hang on. I'll put them on. It's raining and we're building the dock. We're doing the dock. There we go. At the carpenter. The teacups. Okay, hang on. Let's see, the carpenter. Yeah, I want to see. Wait. Are the workbench maybe? Alright, where are my... Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, the clay teacups. Those are so nice. Yes. Definitely. Sweet Jesus, thanks for the membership. Welcome in, appreciate it. If you want info on the Enshrouded server and all that, since you get that with the bronze membership, just let me know in the Discord. But you'll see all that info in the Discord, and we'll have some people jumping back in there soon, which will be fun. Forgot about the tea again. Right. Yeah, the wall drains, I think. The wall drains is going to be kind of a must in the back section. That'll also even out the level of the pond just a little bit. Yeah, we've got a community server, community Enshrouded server, available for all bronze members on Patreon and YouTube. Whichever one you'd like to sign up on. And then you'll get all of the, access and stuff. You link your Patreon or YouTube with Discord and get all the access in my Discord server. And yeah, some people have been checking out the update kind of in their own time, in their own worlds, before hopping back into it to sort of continue. But yeah, now we'll probably get some more people. Has there been some people on lately, Ebony? Or are we still checking it out and stuff elsewhere? Get some more people on soon again. Gonna go work with swing flippers on and see what people say. Yeah, Isaac. No clothes makes more sense while doing work. Yeah, we're wearing like delicate like silk dress looking thing right now that would probably rip pretty easily if we were doing all this carpentry dock work in it. So where did I have the coloring station? I know, okay, I had it somewhere, but yeah, it's been a little still lately, yeah. That's kind of what I figured with the update, since people in the server are more like level 10, level 14-ish, and, some people a little higher level and stuff, so, some people just wanted to jump in and check it out in their own worlds before going into the server again. Alright, I thought I had, yes, there it is. Alright, colorize items. Oh, we can't color the fins. Item not tintable. It'd be cool if we could. Yeah, it's nice to get XP while mining, right? It actually makes mining make more sense a little bit. Yup. Hey, Versog, thanks for the raid. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. You have a good stream. I think I saw you on a little bit ago. Some more Valheim hardcore world. Got excited Discord, and now my luminous wand is working again. Hey, perfect. No, and no more lag. Nice. I'm glad to hear. I'm glad to hear. Yeah, I didn't notice it changed too much, but I guess it kind of depended and stuff. That's really good. I'm very glad that's working now. One thing I want to do it. I want to rotate. All right, let's rotate this sideways. Oops. Let's go down this way, and then, oop, this way there, and then I want to do it. Can I snap it right there? I guess. Yeah. I wanted to like maybe that ties it in a. Oh wait, that looks a little funny. Okay, no, I don't want this. I want it raised up a little bit, but I thought it could tie the ladder in a little bit nicer to have a little something across the front of the dock, but it needs to be back farther. Wonder how I could do this. It's wild how many items you can rotate and be used in ways not intended, right? It's crazy. Crazy. How? Okay. I don't know if I can pick this thing up. Alright, pick up. Yes, got it. Maybe I'll leave it if it... Oop! Nope, come on. What's going on now? Why is my ladder not working? Alright. Was working. I can't get off of it in the water either. What's going on now? I placed and picked something up and now it's not working. I tried it with the fence multiple times and it was working fine there. Something's weird. It can't touch the platform, unfortunately. Yeah, I wish it could, but it's these platforms don't snap to the block width, and I can't free place a ladder. You have to snap them. And so there's that gap there, and that's what I was trying to, like, you know, fill in a little bit. If we just use, like, some terrain, I mean, for the heck of it, like... Alright, is this gonna work now, though? Like, why can't I get up the ladder? There's nothing in the way. It's not too close to the platform, yeah. There's nothing in the way there. It was working just fine the other minute, so I'm gonna leave it for now and see if it like updates, but... Let's see if I can like do a little bit of reeds on the edge of the dock. This could be kind of cool. And some terrain isn't quite as fat as like the blocks and stuff. Yeah, like some seaweed on the dock pillars kind of a thing, you know? Kind of sort of makes sense, a little bit. Does that make the ladder any different? Yeah, see, it's working fine now. Can't use the Q feature on ladders, unfortunately, Still Saber. Only works on the blocks. Alright, let's see. Maybe a little bit of like... I don't know, I was just thinking like every now and then on the dock. Do you guys think this looks okay, or is it a little too like... a little too weird? Overgrowth tool doesn't work on props. Oh, now it's glitching again. What's going on? Because we can't even, like, jump... Oh, you know what? The water level rose. The water level rose, and that's what's going on here. Yeah, I definitely need, like, a floor drain out back. Or a wall drain, I should say. I'm gonna go make one of those. And, just make one of these guys here. That's what's going on. The water raised, and so it's messing with the animation and stuff. Let's put a drain there. Take out some of this waterfall here. Is that gonna work? Yeah, open or close, I can at least see it there. And now that'll be behind the waterfall to kind of hide it a little bit, so that this doesn't get so full, so overly full at least. Yeah, I would need to kind of raise the ladder above, like 1 block higher. You think that would look good? That might actually work. Especially now that it's like there's that overgrowth there. That could actually look cool. Hang on. Let's try that. And I'll definitely have that floor drain there, because this pond is just, it keeps going up and up and up, because the issue with the pond is the output's not as big as the input. The input waterfall is larger, and it makes sense. It's actually crazy how the water physics are working now. But yeah, that's probably what's going on. So if I put this here, oh, that actually looks good with the foliage. And now it's like hanging down from the dock and a lot more grounded there. Okay, let's try this. If I swim up to it, I think it was working before, but now if I climb up it from in the water, does it still work? Yeah, okay, so it has to, like, you can't do the animation of climbing up on top of something if you're in the water, I think. But yeah. I think that's kind of the thing there. And yeah, I think we have a little too much of this, like, seaweed stuff here. Let's see if I can, oh, am I not gonna be able to get it now? Yeah, I've trapped the seaweed in the dock. Oh no. Alright, we can get it. We can get it with one of these guys. Wait, what? How can I not? Wait, okay. I can put one of these in then. There we go. Easy enough. Just a little bit of seaweed where the ladder is, maybe like it got caught in the dock or something. An Aquila no, this is not a new floor. This is just the fence pieces rotated sideways that we're just messing around with for some docks. To sort of make it look cool. Make a little feature in the pond, I guess. I think this does look nice overall, though, and having the, having kind of the boardwalk here through the marsh. What do you guys think of this overall, from what we used to have of the little rock path that was down at the water level? Looking awesome. Hey, 99 Midnight, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. I think the wall drain should help. Hopefully. It already looks like it's helping a little bit, just evening out the water level a tiny bit. But yeah, that's a lot of water there. I might even put it lower, actually. It's a little high there, and if I put it, let's put it like down, don't want it to be too low to where, oh, wait, I had it, hang on. Right there. I don't want it to be too low where it messes with things like a vortex or something there, but being low enough to where it's just gonna tame that waterfall a little bit. Yeah. Luminous growth at the bottom of the pond is cool. Yeah, the green stuff, yeah. I love the new blocks and things they've added, you know, some of the new terrain. Or yeah, Ebony or Catesy, you guys want to come on and work on the pond a little bit? Be doing pond stuff today, and I have stuff for you guys, and you feel free to use like Resource World if you want to bring in some blocks. Now that we've done some quests in this world, not as worried about unlocking things, since the only things we haven't done are at the top of the map. So anything you've done at the top of the map, just don't bring that in, but otherwise, like, yeah, some of the underwater growth and things, like, I can gift this stuff to you. And, yeah, because the pond could use a little more work, or just a little more, like, yeah, a little more TLC and stuff, make it less, or, like, have some fun building, like, a little ancient temple thing with some of the VUCA blocks under here and the decay tool, maybe. Or, yeah, just smoothing out some of this, like, some of these edges, or using some more different terrains and things, like, you know, some of these have, like, some sharp, corners, because they were done with blocky, blueprints and stuff that look a little unnatural, but... yeah, plant some reeds, plant some algae, yeah. This would look really nice along the edge of things, yeah. There's a lot of, like, touch-ups to do, kind of a thing. Yeah. Yeah, bury a chest and cave, maybe some gold piles. Yeah, indeed. Right. Wait till you see the light show in your version. Oh, nice, irksome. Yeah, decay tool underwater. I think it could be a really cool effect. Totally. No worries, Ebony. I'll invite you in plenty of streams. It's all good. But yeah, I figured while I was doing some of the dock stuff, if you were around and wanted to. I don't know if Catesie's still here. Catesy might pop in and out a little. Dug out a cavern behind your waterfall, and I'm turning it into a treasure cave. Nice. Oh, that's what I gotta do. Up there where I had the. Oh, that would be a great idea up here. Turn this into a big treasure cave. This little room behind the waterfall. Like, dig it out nice, make like this cozy, like, secret treasure room back here. That would be cool, actually. Oh, you've got a headache, Ebony. Sorry to hear. I actually had one too, like a bit earlier this morning, and I, went for a walk and stuff, and it's a little better now. But it's probably just like Thanksgiving, turkey stuffed hangover kind of a thing. This is working on your collector's home in a crypt, and put the green sledge blocks on the pool. Put a water thing in it to make it look green. Oozes on it. Ooh, that's cool. That's a neat idea. Just make that tea. Yeah, Ebony. You also have a headache, Isaac? Dude, what's going on then? Maybe it's solar system related or something then. I don't know. That's crazy. Yeah, like I didn't have one like all week. And I woke up this morning, I was like thinking about canceling the stream, but I was like, nah, it's alright. I had enough, I was feeling good enough by the time the stream came, but let's do that so it's just a little nicer looking on the edge there. Yeah, mixing different dirts really is cool, yeah. Eat vegan turkey, I guess, I don't know. Hopefully it was good. Yeah, we'll have to, that's kind of what I'm thinking, like, doing some of the rubble blocks down here, like the Revelwood rubble and stuff. There's all kinds of things that I could do in here to just look really nice. For dirt blending and, algae and all kinds of fun stuff. Smooth things out and make it look good. We do have some lights and some fun things at night, which is cool. It's amazing how the pipe of water, one pipe of water, make these huge waterfalls. Yeah, I can't stop playing with water, right? It's crazy. It's very cool. Alright, I think that wall drain is really doing stuff now. It's too overwhelmed by the actual, like, water output. But what it's going to do, at least, is keep this all tamed, and so that it evens out the level of the pond a little. And also, does that help with my flooding problem over here? It did. It fixed it. Still like a tiny trickle coming down right here, but I think that really did help a bunch. It just tamed the output just a little bit, because you can just use those wall drains and know that, like, the water source is still going to fill up faster than the drain can drain, unless you use multiples of them. But what's nice is that at least it just tames it down a bit, so my water source is less powerful, because, yeah, now we can literally do a full-on base with just one water source. It's crazy. And then I can also, once I get the water wheel going in the mill house, that'll also tame things down a bit, because we'll have a water output that comes out over the water wheel. And I think that'll really help. Right now, because if this is open, I don't want it to be open for too long, or it'll kind of flood out the base because there's nowhere for the water to go out there. But if this gate is open, well, look at how fast that was. Now we can build these trenches so long now, and the water will actually reach the end. That's crazy. Before it took, like, 5 seconds to sort of refresh and start going over the water wheel. That was pretty much instant. Yeah, if I have that there, that will also make it to where the water source is just slightly weaker, and it'll also just help. But if I have it closed, I want it to still work, which is why I think that drain there is gonna be good. So yeah, Gelinart, good question and suggestion also. I did try making the pond really deep, right where the waterfall fell off. I actually filled it back in because I like the look of it being a little higher, but that actually didn't help. It's more about like relative water level, which is higher over here. Even if the pond is deep, it just filled that section up and then again kept flooding. So I think the drain there is kind of the ultimate fix from what we have. I want to see what other pieces I have and other things at the carpenter. I want to do some good old crates and barrels and all kinds of fun stuff here with the dock. Let's see. Does he have them in the top or on the bottom sections there? There's the water barrels. Gotta do a couple of those. Alright, and then I want crates, I want all of it, I want all the good stuff. I think some of those will be at the workbench too. I'm just looking through to see what he's got here. Yeah, the source tries to fill to its source. Nothing else matters what you change exactly. So, like, if in my case, and I'll show you guys in more detail to sort of help explain it a little, because yeah, it's taken a lot of like trial and error and stuff like that. We could make like one of those to be like a fish net underwater or something. A little fish rack and a basket for them. All right, we're filling the inventory. Hunter has a few things. Oh, cool. Go check it out. Some of the starter chairs and stools are nice. Yes, definitely. I'll have to do some of those. But yeah, basically my output, my input waterfall, look at how big this is and how wide it is. A lot of water's coming down over here. Whereas my output is this tiny little stream that goes, under this bridge. It's very small. And so because the input's bigger than this output section, that's part of why it's filling up the pond and kind of flooding some things, because it's building this output section up vertically and making my pond look really angled relative to the dock being level. And yeah, you can already see the difference now with that drain there. It's not as bad. It used to be like all the way up to the edge over here, and then it was super like slanted there. I think this is nice. And yeah, totally some lanterns on the dock, all of that. Consider doing a tutorial how to build with the water sometime. Too scared to try it? Yeah, and especially with the patch. Now that they changed some things, that could be very helpful to some people. Yeah, I'd consider doing something like that. So let's put that there. Let's do the little fish stand, like maybe... Oh, this thing's pretty large. If I kind of sink it in there like a little bit. If it's synced in like back here, would that make sense at all? Yeah, that looks okay. We could put another barrel like out by the tree, maybe. Right there. Just for looks, make it look nice. And then yeah, some little stools, some lanterns, all kinds of good stuff. We might go to the resource world for some of those lanterns. I don't feel like waiting 5 hours for the dust to be done, and some of those things are expensive to craft. Where's all the lights? Yeah. So I've got some of the stuff for these ones, but the standing lamps, I was thinking some of these guys could be cool. Are those too tall, actually, or would they look good? These big ones. Every now and then these could look nice, actually. Oh yeah, those are about the right height. That's not bad. Could put an orange one over here, and then a purple one and an orange one, kind of a thing, at the ends of the dock. Oh god, this is almost too fantasy. Like, it doesn't fit with the, like, it's weird how, like, it almost doesn't fit with the rest of the forest village now. I have to update the rest of the lighting, like, an outdoor lighting and stuff. This is going to look so good with, like, an elven-style village and stuff. This is getting me really excited about building, more of, like, an endgame base and stuff. So cool. Sure, Keen will be able to make a lot of money with their game engine. They can invest in the team, right? I don't know if they'll ever sell it or make it available. You can build voxel games with Unreal Engine 5. and a lot of them are done that way. I think, like I said, the one thing Keen definitely needs is better render distance. That would really help out a lot. Yeah, this looks cool. Just a bit of purple and orange on the dock. Oh man, even just at the end there already is looking really cool. And then we got to do a tall pole with a light hanging off of it here to look good too. So let's do like, yeah, on the corner here, maybe kind of in the back, or maybe like, let's see. Let's do like over here actually. Maybe 2 of them, but I'll build it up like 2 things high, and then we gotta get some wall lamps and things. 2 bases are always getting flooded. Yeah, it's a little tricky to mess with, a little bit. How do you get the orange and purple? So there's a quest called Colorful Lights that the carpenter will give you. And when you do that quest, you unlock the recipes for the orange and purple, you know, in addition to the blue, which is nice, because they do look really cool. I was already really stoked to see what we had the blue, but yeah, the orange and purple, man, this just looks like really cool. It is awesome. Let's take this and the little like fishnet thing. I just put the fishnet almost like underwater, like buried in here somewhere, as if it's like, you know, doing something for catching fish, and then the basket can go up here. To put some fish in. Alright, reset the height, and then put the basket out back there. We got plenty of room to sort. Oh, actually one block back. There it is. Okay. That's good. 6 hanging lights. Stuck purple hanging lights. A big oak tree. That would look so cool. Oh my gosh, yes. I bet that looks awesome. And, oh man, and when I build a full-on, like, fantasy tree in Elven Village, oh my god, I'm gonna do, like, big lanterns hanging from the tree, all kinds of vines, and, like... Oh, it's gonna be, like, a 10-year project. We'll have infinite live streams from here on out for this channel. Infinite live streams, because I'm also gonna be live streaming like the Valheim playthrough. So once that starts, when Deep North comes out, I'll have to kind of alternate some Valheim episodes with some build videos, with some Enshrouded village streams, all kinds of fun stuff. Yeah, Christmas tree. I want to see somebody do that. If any of you make one, share it in the Discord. I don't know if I'll have much time or try to mess around with it too much, but well, we could do that at the winter cabin. Try to make a snowman and a Christmas tree up there. Yeah. Is there a pre-quest or something to get this quest? Maybe miss something? I don't know entirely. I got it pretty early when I clicked on the carpenter. I did a couple quests in the water biome, but then it gave it to me, so I don't remember the exact one I did. There. But will you do an Asuka stream? Probably not in the near future. Possibly at some point, because with their new update, I do want to start like another fun playthrough there. Maybe I could stream it if some of you are interested. We kind of alternate with some Asuka a little bit. We may be doing a Bellwright stream in the next week or so. Bellwright is doing a big update, and they wanted to sponsor a stream. I was like, I've wanted to check it out for a while, so I may jump in and check it out for a stream, see how it is, and because it's, you know, having done some Asuka and stuff, I could compare a little better and have some fun with it. But you would watch Asuka? Yeah, Asuka's in a pretty good state right now. Like it's getting some love, man. That game is awesome. Yeah, for sure. Should put moss all over the water wheel and add lights to turn it into a spinning wreath. Yes, exactly. Gonna do a big spinning wreath. Excited for the Valheim stream since you haven't tried it yet? Yeah, I know a lot of people here haven't tried it yet because I know I grew the channel pretty big just with Enshrouded. I kind of switched to being a mainly Enshrouded channel back when I had like 5,000 or 6,000 subscribers. So I know a lot of people here may not have actually done Valheim, and it used to be my favorite game you know, pretty much up until like Enshrouded, especially with the water biome update and stuff. I would say Enshrouded takes my favorite place, but Valheim is like my most nostalgic game, kind of, aside from Minecraft, where it's just like it kind of set the tone for these kinds of games to even be coming out in the first place, and it's got a whole bunch of enjoyment. And I think it'd be really fun to hop into a playthrough and do a live playthrough of that and get back into doing build videos in Valheim and stuff, especially with some of the new pieces they're going to be adding with Deep North, which I really can't wait for. The roof pieces and stuff. Yeah, you could put lights on the spinning wheels. The lights aren't going to spin. They'll stay in place, but like, you know, you can mount a water wheel sideways because you can rotate the water wheel, and then you mount it sideways to almost create like a wreath and then put some lights around it. Yeah. Oscar's last update was good. Yeah, visual are a lot better. Oh, nice. I haven't jumped in since the last update, so I'm curious actually to check it out. Let me put some stuff away so we can do a little bit more decoration. Make a trip to the resource world or something. Got idea for the cabin in the snow area in the mountain. Build a fishing pond for ice fishing. Yeah, we actually have like a little ice place off the back of it that I could totally fill with a little water in the center. Like just a little fishing hole kind of a thing. That would be a cool idea. Alright, where's all the green, like, I guess dirt is in here. Veilwater Basin dirt. I'll keep kind of like one of each or something, but where's all the glowing stuff? Here it is. Suppose I'll put the underwater luminous growth with this. And some of the props. Storage is insane. Yeah, we finally finished it on a stream a while ago before the water update dropped. It's good to finally get it done and have a place for all of my stuff to go. Don't really know. It's not very organized yet. Ebony was the one who came on and organized it, and honestly, I'm probably just gonna make a mess of it soon again. And need Ebony to come back and reorganize it, but oh, some polar bears swimming, right? That'd be cool. Maybe we'll check out RuneScape. They are doing an update in December. I kind of stopped following that game a bit, so I wasn't sure of that. But yeah, I could maybe take a look if they're doing another update. Could be cool. Alright, let's just delete that. Just open up a little bit of space. This underwater, yeah, the rubble is kind of cool. Alright, yeah, let's go get some props. We wanted some lanterns in particular. And I finally downloaded that Shroud Depot, so it's just like a world now. Finally got that done, because I like it a lot. So nice. It's coming mid-December? Okay. That's when Fallout's coming, too. I gotta watch the next episodes of Fallout mid-December. Alright, so where... I thought they had some lights in this thing. No. All their lights over here. Gotta get used to this place. I haven't really used it much. Yeah, here we go. Here's all the... everything we could ever want. Let's get some of the wall lights and some of the blue ones. And the hanging ones. Oh, there's so many options, G-Mini. We'll just get a bunch, because I'll want them for lighting my bases and stuff, I guess. This is good. I could get some purple hanging ones. Okay. You say we're going to rotate the water wheel and make an alien spaceship? You could do that too. I've got a lot of storage chests. Yes, I do. I do in my other world. I don't know how many. I guess we could multiply it all. I didn't really count, but YouTube videos give you Bob Ross vibes. I appreciate that. Thanks, Oliver, and welcome in. Try to be somewhat relaxing and cozy and stuff. That's what these games, you know, I really enjoy that about these games. Lazy when it comes to farming, and then you show this. Yeah, the resource worlds are nice. It's like when I'm kind of end game and just want some stuff quick, I've started using them, and it's really nice for building. Because, you know, I could farm stuff, but it's like when I create content, the farming takes a lot of time, and so when I'm already endgame and have everything unlocked in my world, I don't mind using a resource world to get some materials quicker, you know? And then then I wouldn't have to do 50 streams for making dust, or sitting with the game open forever and try to do that. So let's do, okay, put a blue one on that pole. Let's do another blue one over here. Where's the bamboo ones? Oh, I put the bamboo ones away. I don't want those back, because these look so nice. Cool turning table effect. Oh yeah, that could be neat with the water wheel sideways. Took me 3 hours to get most of your stuff moved up. Oh yeah, moved down to your storage area. Yeah, or something. Yeah, because you got that world going like a while. You know, I've got like updated files, but they yeah, it took, that was a whole stream where we just moved things from all my random chests and actually started putting them in their proper places. That was a full-on stream here. Your bed is calling you back, no worries. And yeah, the Blue Goblet Pond, we'll have to head over there at some point and see it. Didn't know about resource worlds till now. Yeah, they're really useful. It's finicky though, because the save system in Enshrouded is really finicky right now. Well, it's always been finicky, but like they plan to change it. But just know that, like, if you're kind of wanting to do it, just make backups of your world and kind of get used to the save system, because it's not the easiest thing. Alright, I'm doing an orange one on that side. Alright, how are we looking now with things? Yeah, this is cool. This is really cool. I love that dock section over here. I think that was the right move. We can have a higher pond, kind of a marsh thing. We get this nice view of the carpenter hut, a nice little fishing spot on the edge here. And I think this is perfect, honestly. Need to be able to move chests that have items. That would be cool, wouldn't it? Kind of like the shulker boxes in Minecraft. Yeah. Yeah, this is perfect. I gotta put these stools down a little more. These are these are floating, I just realized. Let's get those up and... Oop, nope. I want them down. I like need to sort of sit them down by about 2 clicks in the water. Or in the, not in the water, but onto the dock, so they're not quite as floaty. Let's put this one like here maybe. Just to have a little space for the ladder there. And there we go. Now our feet are kind of more on the ground. Yeah, an auto sort drop box. Yeah, we need the copper golem update from Minecraft to be in Enshrouded now. Need to try adding more depth to your pond. Yours looks more amazing just with the depth. Yeah, I think just having that's what I tried to do. I dug it as deep as I could while still leaving like 2 blocks available above the storage room so that wasn't flooding. Because I was like, I may as well. It's like, it's the only big water feature kind of in the village, so I was like, I want a deep pond up here, because the rest of it is a little more shallow. How's all this looking down here? Did it stop flooding? Is it all good now? It did. It really is good. Perfect. I mean, yeah, there's this tiny, like, whatever's kind of going on back here by this barrel, but... Yep, nothing too bad. That is for sure. I think it's pretty well fixed. And this little side waterfall as well. We could even fix this by just putting a little bit of mud, like right there. Oh, maybe actually... Maybe that wasn't the best. I'll leave it. It looks pretty good. And, but yeah, no more flooding down here because we put the drain up top. This is still fully functioning. We still got the little side creek here that I could put a little water gate on to create a rice fields over here or something. And we still got the whole waterfall and everything functioning. It's just a little bit, yeah, a little bit more even up top, which is nice. Now the lake is flatter and stuff, and it's not quite as overwhelmed by the waterfall. Love the way you make roofs. Whenever you see a glimpse of that house next to the pond, just let out a little gasp. Oh, I'm glad you like them. I really do like making terrain roofs. It just gives a lot of creative freedom with the angles you can use and things. This is like a smaller version than the tavern's the really big one. I did the mossy roof and stuff on that one as well. Yeah, oh, look at that view there. That is crazy. The sunrise. Going for a little sunrise swim. But yeah, I love doing the terrain roofs, and what I'm thinking is, like, for an elven village, like endgame sort of base, technically Rivendell is still just 45-degree roofs, which is a really cool, like, inspiration. And what I was thinking is I could use the terrain roofs with vulcanescent material or the flower soil and moss just in the tree builds. So, like, anything that's up in the tree house, could be the terrain roofs, but then anything surrounding the treehouse on the ground could be just normal roofs, because I haven't really used a lot of roof blocks, and I also want to use them, because there's some really nice looking ones, especially, yeah, like the desert shingles block with that blue texture and things. Like, those would look really cool in like an elven village, to have some shingles here and there. So I was thinking just using the terrain roofs in the trees, on tree branches and stuff, so it like blends in with the tree with that mossy roof feel, and then using this other stuff on the ground. Like, what do you guys think of that? If we did another village build, rather than doing everything with terrain roofs, we could just kind of do the stuff on the ground with normal roofs. But yeah, Timber, Joe's roofs, the wooden fences are insane, right? Got a tour of his base on Wednesday. Nice. Yeah, that was, I did it on Tuesday with him. And those are awesome. I love what he did there. That was super cool. Yep. And yes, the granite roof, super cool. That's another one of my favorites, honestly. Yep. And a little mix. Yeah, it doesn't get too green and mossy, right? Yeah, so I was thinking of like vulcanescent material and all of it, but for this forest village, I just stuck with the mossy roofs for everything. It just kept the theme kind of consistent. And again, it's kind of just more of like a palette than it is a project. I guess it's a big project, but it is sort of like given me this big array of things that I can come and draw from for other projects, if that makes any sense. You know, it's sort of become this big resume, and we can use all the stuff I've learned here, all the inspiration and stuff here, to then go and build some other big project, some big endgame base. Yeah, I like this dock, honestly. Threw it up fast. Could put a little bamboo bench maybe on the side there or something, but this is pretty good. This is pretty nice. And I could replace these little, like, gosh, these things are just, these really are something for outdoor lighting. Like, oh man. We've got one over there on the carpenter hut, but I was almost thinking of replacing some of the outside ones here with like some purple or something too. We'll have to try to make it like consistent or something. We can go get a bamboo bench. The fact that they raised the water source limit to 50 means you can easily, you can really unleash water in all the bases. Oh yeah, definitely. And not only 50, but like they completely changed the way it, you know, the way it functions. In the sense of like, you know, one water source goes so much further than it used to. And this whole entire village is only going to be on one water source. And the flame altar limit is 10, so like, you could do crazy stuff, absolutely. We gotta put a little bamboo bench on the side there. Sit and enjoy the water. Just a little something was lacking in that area. I love that the sources and drains are activated now. Yeah, to where you can turn them on or off, right? So much easier to take out. So yes, you don't have to sort of like find your source and keep picking it up or putting it back all the time. Glad you could join the stream today. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. People need to start hitting the like button. Indeed, Irksome, you tell them. Hit that like button, subscribe. All the good stuff to help the channel out. Rainer Park, welcome in. Yeah, I think this is what do you guys think? Any other little details that you think could be cool in this dock area? I think it really came along well. He threw it up pretty fast. The supports and everything I think look pretty good. It doesn't feel too large or overpowering from the pond. I think it fits in nicely there. Oh yeah, Maria, some flowers. Yes, definitely. I think that would look good. And yeah, more underwater lighting stuff. Yeah, more underwater work for sure. For sure, that'll always look nice. An umbrella? Ooh. I think I can craft some of those. I can get some if not, but I believe I can, and that could look very cool. Where were those crafted? Let's see. Need capybaras? I've got a couple somewhere in my barn. If they're not under the floor by now, we could bring them out to the dock instead. Put them near the water. Just kind of let them free roam there. There they are. We'll get an umbrella, and we'll make a bunch of flowers too, but... Yes, those new, like, giant plants that they had, those are so cool. Right here by the bench. Let's do that. Kind of put it, like, angled up, and now we can still walk here. It's not in the way of anything. I was thinking out by the fishing, but it might look a little heavy back here. I don't know. Yeah, I think by the bench over here. Just a little something. And, I know, we need those boats in the water, yeah. If they don't add them as a thing, like, I hope they add a raft or a boat. I mean, the dev was talking about, like, them loving that in terms of the ideas. You know, whether they'll add it or not, we'll see, but if they don't, it would be at least cool to have them as the little props, because I know they're props in the game, we just can't build them. But that would look nice. Yeah. So yeah, maybe some plants, for sure. I think that would be cool. Are there any panels with fishing nets on the... Oh, yeah, that you could put up. There's kind of... So there aren't, like, fishing net pieces, per se, but... You could manually, like, make a cool-looking fishing net with these these tropical wooden, you know, fences with the ropes there. The little crisscross ones. If you kind of rotated them, you know, to make, like, a box. Could sort of. I kind of use these, like, the bamboo cage a little bit, or these things, you know. There's some stuff you could do for some big fishing nets. Even just some of the windows. These guys. Bamboo window, and then kind of rotate it around. Could work. Try making a boat out of a tub. We're gonna have to do a boat or a raft at some point with some props, right? Yep. You add fishing poles. Do they have a fishing pole mount now at the Carpenter, actually? Or can you use any of the mounts? Because they, yeah, that was something I didn't notice, is how we could, like, if we can mount our fishing poles on the wall. I don't think we were able to. Yeah. A fishing pole wall mount. I would love that. Yeah, no pole mounts yet. Yeah, Lord Zizzo, we did. I built it. How do you like it? built the fishing dock. I think it's pretty nice. It fits in here perfectly. Adds a little nice balance to the village, and it's not too big or anything. I think it's good. Oh, cool, Ebony. All right, I'll go to the Discord there. Like to see the devs create a prop editor so you can make our own props. Ooh, that could be interesting. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, for me to put out Still Saver, yeah. I think in this little area it's a little too cramped possibly for some fishing stuff. I could put one of like a window net down there because that's smaller. Like a little tackle box. Alright, so we'll get some plants. Because I do think those would be nice. Let me put these props away and we'll go to the resource world in the garden section of Shroud Depot. And see about some plants. I don't know if I have a bunch of stuff in here to get them, but let me... Okay, lighting. Alright, Ebony, I'm not gonna screw it up. I remember the chest up here for lighting. Ebony's just gonna come on and like get slowly more and more disappointed at how disorganized the storage is getting, but... Okay, and then yeah, I want to see this like screenshot. Let's see. Is the water now regulated? It doesn't overflow anymore. It'll still overflow, but it's basically realistic now, Lord Zizzo. So if your output's smaller than your input, it's gonna flood. You know, all kinds of stuff like that we've been messing around with. But I just, yeah, I had the pond come up higher. I put a little wall drain behind the waterfall so that it, you know, doesn't overwhelm the pond as much as it used to. And I think that's really working out well here. All right, let me check this out. You put it in screenshot section. Oh, nice, and I see yours as well. Still Saver with the you got the stairs by the carpenter there. That's nice. That's very nice. And then, oh my gosh, Ebony, this is crazy. That looks so good. Oh man. How did you get them in the hitbox of the tree? Were you able to use like the Q and the scroll wheel to like bump them up into where they're touching all the branches? Because those are like on the branches too. And then yeah, I could see how like with all the colors or other things, those oak trees are so nice to put these on for sure. Or irksome, yeah. Still say I was talking about some stuff. Irksome did the stairs, and then the there's a farther back there, yeah. The carpenter hut, you got the stairs, and that was how our pathway used to be before the dock. And yeah, kind of like the dock thing there, and those stairs, yeah, it's not a bad place for the stairs. A small pillar blueprint to get the lights connect to something. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, so that they were actually like flat, and then you just hit the undo after you place the lights kind of a thing. Nice. Yeah, the further up you went, the harder it was to remove the blueprints, right? Pieces ended up pickaxing the blocks out, the higher elevations. Dang. Because yeah, it was hard to actually point the thing at it. Yeah, this is really cool though. Oh my gosh. It looks neat with the yeah, and of course in the dark and everything. I gotta do some stuff there with that. How dare you take credit for something I haven't done, Irksome. Yes, still Saber. Alright. Well, yeah, I'm pretty happy with the dock. Just some plants. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go shopping the garden aisle. And see what could look cool with the water. Because, yeah, I agree. My worlds often lack plants. They're the kind of things that take up so much, like inventory spaces and stuff, and I just haven't yeah, I don't know. In general, a lot of my builds lack some plants and stuff. And I was kind of thinking, I kind of want to do more of those. All right, so in here, this area looks like this is plants. Oh, that's just a water feature. Well, that looks very nice. Yeah, those look very nice. Here's a big plant. These ones look cool. The big ones. Peggy, you can't find the screenshots channel? Is it like a roll thing that you've got there? That you didn't have because of it? Let's do some of the grass pots maybe, some of these ones. I feel like yeah, some ferns and grasses would look nice with all of this. And maybe some of these look kind of nice. Yeah, this is the Shroud Depot, designed very much like Home Depot, and yeah, it's in the Enshrouded Discord server. They have a server you can join, but I downloaded the world so that I don't have to join the server and worry about lag or anything going on there. So it's a little easier. You don't know, Peggy? Oh, that's weird. I don't know why. I'll try to see in Discord. Just DM me like after so I don't forget, and I'll try to look at your roles and see what's going on. Maybe something got removed by accident or changed. If you have the chip roll, you should be able to see it. Oh yeah, thanks, Ebony. That would help just to see. Yeah, the flippers do look silly when you're not in water, right? Yep. Okay, so let's try some of these plants. I feel like props now render in from farther, which is nice. They at least did make props render in far. So what about like, I don't know. Maybe here, so it's not quite as like blocked by the, but yeah, just have a little greenery on the edges. Oop. Maybe a little one by the bench there. And then that's probably enough for the big ones. I don't want to way overdo it, but a little grass one up there. That one would just get kicked over if there was one on the way on the edge. We put one by the barrel there, maybe. And one down here with the, maybe the pink one there as well. Yeah, this looks nice. It always brings it together a little. Have a little bit of color and greenery by it. The big water wheel you would do with it. Wait, have you built, have to build still the water pool and the outlet there? Yeah, so here's gonna be like a mill house essentially. Where you've got, you know, this is a water wheel coming on the side, and what I'm thinking, we could start planning this actually, because this is going to be the next project. I am thinking I'm going to do this as a live stream project, rather than videos. I'm just not quite sure on like the full plan and stuff. It might be a little harder as videos, or as a video, but, how do you download the worlds? Wait, have you not downloaded them yet, Isaac? I could send you like some instructions after on that. To hide the UI and the character, record video scenery that we create. Can't hide the character unless you go into like first person, which you could do with the building mode, and then you could hide the UI and do like that. You can't fly though, but yeah, you could do this. You know, and then like right now I'm on mouse and keyboard, but what's really great is like if I take my controller here and just wait for it to connect here real quick. There it goes. Oh, yep. So you could like push the stick forward just like really slow and almost do like some fun cinematics, because controller is like pressure sensitive. You know, I could like bend it around just a little bit, or like I'd have to like, yeah, the slow walk, exactly. Or you could do some scenery. That's how I like it. Yeah, just do like a little controller and first person if you really wanted to get creative without any mods or anything. Oh, probably Ebony, I'd imagine. I just have like an Xbox controller. It's not Xbox brand, it's something else, because Xbox ones are a little outdated for PC, but yeah, I think a lot of them will connect with PC. The channel and the water pool, that was only a suggestion, so you don't have to if you don't like, recommend it. Oh yeah, no worries. I want to do that below the water wheel, basically, where, and what I was thinking here is basically, yeah, we can start outlining this this whole mill house project, which we might have to get rid of this tree, unfortunately, but we do have all the other, oh no, this is one of the smaller ones that we can at least plant an oak tree to be sort of that size. The big Revelwood one back here is one I don't want to get rid of, but this one, yeah, that one's okay, I suppose. Wait, what channel on Discord has the role setup thing? I think Peggy's issue is based on not having the proper roles. Oh, yeah, it should always default you to get the chip roll. I don't think there's a way to get that. I can look in there quick. You send like Lost Horse in the Discord. Yeah, I see you here. Oh, you have the chip roll. And you have notification. You should be able to see it. But I can look in it a little bit later. Yeah, if I do, let's see, edit channel, permissions. Yeah, you should be able to see it. I don't know why you can't. Maybe try leaving and joining again. Everyone else has been fine, but I see that you have the chip roll, so. And yeah, Irksome, at the very top of the Discord, you'll see roles. A roles section. It's not a channel in Discord, it's like a little like separate channel. It's like default on Discord. You can see it there and be able to edit stuff. A water pool, highest point. Built another aqueduct that leads the water and steps down the mountain. Oh, into a lake below. Ooh, that could be cool. Yes. Just woke up from Thanksgiving coma. Hope everyone had a great one. Welcome in, Lori. Hope you had a great one too. I mean, it sounds like it was good if you just woke up from the... I kind of did that too this morning. I was like tired and still full. I did try to eat a little, so I just had like an apple for breakfast. Yeah, it was good. It was great. And yeah, Twiggle, that's true. You might need to browse the channels and follow it depending on what's in the favorites or other things there. And, yeah, JPing. Yeah, exactly, Irksome channels and roles. This is in Blackmire, right below the ancient spire here. Nice little spot for the Forest Village project. So I'm really happy with this dock. I really appreciate all your suggestions and things. I'm thinking maybe one more underwater mud, or a couple in the corner there, just to like balance it out with a little bit of seaweed on the docks here and there. Thought it could be kind of cool at least, but yeah, just a couple of them there. There's a little bit of seaweed washed up and got caught in the dock. And yeah, well, we got prettying to do on the pond itself. But otherwise, so the plan for the mill house now is something that was L-shaped, was what I had in mind. So what I was thinking is to make this water wheel look more like purposeful. I could start the front of the mill house like here. We could make like a fake axle that goes from the water wheel into the mill house to where we have like a little pointy roof on the mill house that starts here and then it goes back and then it's like an L shape. So the mill house, like there'd be like a little L that comes out and then it would almost sort of have like a courtyard right here that would be for a rice farm. So I'd have the water wheel waterfall drip down into more of like a man-made pond here, where we would purposely make it look man-made with like the barrier terrain block and stuff, which I think could look really nice. And then we sort of do like a rice farm here and possibly an algae farm, but I might also just plant a bunch of algae in the bottom of the lake or things like that too. But yeah, I was thinking like rice farm being by the mill just kind of makes sense, and to do a whole separate mill house in the middle here that kind of L shapes would sort of tie this in with a little bit of a building here. And again, maybe I could do a couple villager houses here, but they do have the tavern, and a mill house on the side could just be a nice way of doing it. Splendid idea, chisel engineering. It's pity you can't build hammerworks, like a half-amatic blacksmith. Its energy can be used for the water. That would be cool, right? A full like anvil station, right? You could have water pipes just turn on and off. I wanted to build an aqueduct system with the water biome over the shroud to your base. Oh, yeah, you probably could do that though now. That'd be cool, yeah. Love that plan, Maria. Hey, Muncha King, welcome in. We are planning a mill house build. Now, we just finished up the dock, which I started earlier on the stream. So we now have a dock to be able to fish off of, and the little walkway here for the pond, which looks nice. But yeah, now we're planning just a little bit of a mill house idea here. Something up here. You have build guides on your channel? I do. I have a lot of build videos on the channel. Some guides and things here and there, but yeah, I do hope to do more with the building side of things on the channel. I had mentioned on a stream not too long ago that I want to start doing playthroughs now, like episodes and things, as live streams, because I think it's just way more fun that way for all of us. And actually, YouTube algorithm has changed around to where videos no longer do very well as episodes. And I want to keep it so where the videos are more live streams, or the videos are more live streams, yeah, to where the videos are more build videos and guide videos, tutorials, things that are like really valuable just as a standalone video, to be able to have time to do more of those when I'm not bogged down with editing episodes and all of that kind of stuff. So that's something going forward, that a lot of the Valheim playthrough and other playthroughs and stuff will be live streamed, and we'll do the builds and stuff as videos, so that it's just a little easier. And it's always fun doing playthroughs as lives, because then you get some people in chatting and watching and stuff. It makes it more fun for all of us, I think. Even watching the VODs and stuff, you pull it up, and I think there's a divide on YouTube right now of people that like the succinct, short, to the point, like tutorials, guides, build videos. And then when you want to watch like an hour-long video or something, it's like people want it really long. They want to throw it up on the TV and kind of lurk for a while, to where it's like this in-between of like hour-long episodes hasn't been working very well at the moment. But yeah. Saw building this last week. Messed up the floor. You want some tips? Wait, I messed up the floor? Saw you building this last week? What did I do on the floor? What do you want? What floor? But yes, Muncha. Don't forget to put your water bale in the blacksmith smithy. Yes, when I rebuild that, exactly. Yes, a quenching tank, totally. We gotta just build like an actual water like quenching tank too. Although with the barrel here, I could sit it down into the floor, let it fill up with water, or fill it up with water manually, I think, if I had water in my inventory. And then I could sink it down into the floor and almost have this water spiraling on the top. That could be cool. Almost be like a water bucket. It's full of something. And you like that idea, Lori? Yeah, I think that'll kind of be the direction of the channel more, so we'll have more time for build videos and stuff. Oh, your base is on the other side of Pillars of Creation. Yeah, that's pretty far away. That would be a lot of flame altars to try to bring it over. Yep. When you're making the water path from the water wheel to the mill, I ended up building the banks with stone. From the water wheel to the mill. I think you might have been watching somebody else's video. I did not make a I haven't even made the mill yet. Or the unless you're talking about something else here. Or maybe I don't understand your question entirely. Yeah, we were planning the mill now. We want to do a mill house, essentially. But yeah, that is something that I think would be cool. It's kind of like an L-shaped mill house that we could start laying out the floor for just like a little bit now, if we wanted to. How does this all look at night now with some of the foliage and greenery? And yeah, Irksome, I'd love to check out some of what you did with it at some point. That'd be fun. Yeah, there we go. There it is at night. Yeah, and the community build tour episodes, definitely. I think that looks really cool. I love how the dock reflects some of the light from in the water. Loving the dock and area now. Yeah, I think it really turned out good. I think to sort of match it, I need to make more stone support on this pathway here. Underneath it to sort of tie the cliff into the path more, and then put some plants and maybe like a little railing, a little bit of like a rope railing here and there occasionally along this path. It would only make sense, and it would almost balance out the dock there with a little more like rope vibes here. This path needs a little work. Yeah, it does. It looks so cool at night. Figured I'd just show that before I sleep and then plan out some more stuff, but it's really coming along. I thought the whole stream was going to be doing that dock. We finished that thing in like 40 minutes or something. That was fast. Bob Ross of painting in 3D. Could the pirate guy live in the cave? Oh yeah, we could put the fisherman in there. Or maybe he can live at the mill or something. I don't know. Back at the point in the stream where you feel like playing, where your head still hurts. I don't want you to play if your head hurts, Ebony. Just chill, just rest. Indiana Jones vibe, right? That would look cool, for sure. I understand it's hard to have a balance of how you prevent, content. I think it's the person on how they want to view the content. Start running some polls, see what everyone likes the content. Yeah, exactly. I think, and sometimes it's also just what I know from analytics or algorithm. I actually did do a poll a while back of what people prefer, whether it was like live episodes or video episodes. It'd be interesting to do that poll again now, because what I've noticed is like the playthrough, we've still been doing episodes, but what's interesting is like when I end a live, I'll have like 2,000 views on the live stream, and the playthrough takes like 3 days just to get like 1,000 views. And it's very interesting, that contrast now, and it used to be the other way around. It used to be the episodes as videos got way more, but with the algorithm changing and stuff, I think it's favoring live streams when it comes to like engagement with the community, and with playthroughs and episodes, that can become a lot of fun. We have no idea what's going to happen, and it's like with all of us here and like suggesting things or trying to get through it, you know. I think the only thing is like if I died in Valheim, we'd have a whole stream for like a body run, right? Like I can't cut that out, but I could do some work off camera still, but yeah, that kind of a thing. Yeah, the live streams, yeah, interactive. Just keep the stream on your second monitor while you work. Exactly. Yeah, it's kind of fun. In this stream, I always relax and get inspired. Oh, definitely. I'm glad to hear. I'll miss your streams or want to see something again. Yeah. Yep. So I do want to keep doing, you know, some more of them and stuff. Did I catch your tip? Yeah, Munch. I mean, I saw the path thing. I asked though, what path that was. And what it was, but the waterfall glow at night. Yeah, I actually, okay, I think I put some, did I put some luminous growth under it? I did, I put some luminous growth back under it. So the waterfall, it glows a little bit green, yeah. Yeah, it's nice. Maybe structure the 1 hour long videos on walkthroughs to gear mechanics. Yeah, or more of that essentially. They would be more like build videos or tour videos or things like that. So like if I did a Valheim playthrough, for example, the playthrough would be lives when I'm just doing the playthrough, and then I would take the builds of like, okay, I'm ready to plan a fishing hut in Valheim, for example. I would do a video of that so that people that are just wanting the builds in a nice video could get that, and it wouldn't, you know, some projects would be live, but you break it up a little bit like that to where builds and guides and stuff become videos, and then the rest of just the fun playthrough content and messing around and all the boss fights and all that fun stuff is live. Just talking about when you made the creek toward the barn from the water wheel. Oh, yes. Maybe. Okay. It was like the creek you made has been unmade. Yeah. So I did revert back before I did this because I didn't like the way it was looking. It was just too straight and a little too like unnatural. I just didn't think it was what I was going for, so I wanted to redo this whole section here. But yeah, now I understand what you're talking about. Yes. Yeah, I didn't like the way that was, so that's now gone. And we're gonna do it more purposefully man-made to make it just look a little better here. Yeah. I think that'll be nice when it's a little more finished and stuff. So now we gotta figure out that mill house and where I'd want the floor to go and all that good stuff here. And I think the floor, let's see. Floor for the mill house is probably gonna be at the level of this this wind around pathway. Which is nice. And Crimson texted, Crimson, if you're watching the stream, yes. You can hop in after with the resource world. And if you're watching, do you want to do a tour of your base? Have you done anything in there? I'd be happy to hop on. Cause yeah, you're off for the rest of the week with Thanksgiving. You think the devs have in mind to add dying walls like smooth sandstone ones and stuff? I don't know entirely. Could be really cool, but I don't know. You know, I haven't heard anything from them that they're planning it anyway, so. Yeah, no promises. Not quite sure about that. But you never know. Maybe they will. I know some people have kind of requested it and stuff, so could be kind of cool. Alright, so for the floor for this thing, let's do some testing here and see what could work. We need to sort of bring some blocks over to sort of do it at the right height and the right position relative to the water wheel. So I'm gonna bring, it's gonna look weird for now. I'm gonna destroy it and all. So don't mind it yet, but let's see. Let's get this snapped on there. Is that the right, yeah, that's looks good. Okay. We're gonna bring this over. We're gonna bring it down to create our floor off of. Okay, something like that, and then on the corner, I want to bring it. Can I? Oh yeah, perfect. See, like these things snap from the bottom or the top. I like that. It could be cool if props did that as well. I wonder if the devs ever add curved blocks. They might add diagonal blocks. I don't, you know, we're not really going to get curved ones necessarily, but like a diagonal block similar to a roof block, but on its side, so you could build walls like that, could definitely be a thing in the game. That would be very possible to do in a voxel format, and that would be nice to add. The way Maya Creek was to carve it out using the odd-shaped terrain block with the hammer. Yeah, that would look definitely more natural. Been working on your new location past few days. No real style in this one just yet. We're messing around with different styles. Nice. Sometimes that's the way to do it. You just kind of mess around and see what you like best. Alright, let's get this, and then... Why is that not... okay. I need to get, like, down here, maybe. Yeah, we're working on the mill house a little bit, or just laying out a foundation for it today. I've got some time on the stream, so I may as well lay out a foundation. Oop, was that at the... Okay, yes. There, and then bring it all the way down. Okay, perfect. So I think this floor here was what came out, like, let's see, I want it to be at this same level. And, alright, right there. Is that what, that's the same, yep, okay. So we've got one, I think that's at the 4 mark here. Is it? One, or here, this one. 2, 3, 4, yep. So right here is where we want the thing to go, essentially, at this height. So let me put the pillar here, and then we need to put this thing back where the bottom of it is at this edge here. There it is. Oh, this was like, this wasn't quite snapped at the edge there, so I want it to go like there, I think. Is that even from what I had at the top? Like in the new temple block, made of a water and garden temple out of the stuff. Oh, nice. That'd be cool. Love to have, yeah, touch of color in the game. Gray and brown from the blocks. There are, yeah, I've been mentioning too that I would really love to have, go ahead and get rid of that tree. I would really love to have more when it came to lighter blocks. I think what they have is just a lot of really muted and dark colors. And I think it's nice. Don't get me wrong, some of the stuff is very nice. It's just very, yeah, it's very muted. It'd be nice to like brighten up a little bit. Have some like a pure white marble block even. Crimson was wanting this the other day as well. Like a pure white marble block like the red marble that's just really bright, or a few more options just to kind of contrast some of the darker, more muted ones that they have. It could be nice. Yeah, just variations of the rugs we currently have, right? Or even just allow them to be used at the coloring station. Some of the colors we have in the game are like really cool. You just have the props be like colorable, I guess. Yeah. And yeah, or some exactly recoloring carpets. I think that would honestly solve a lot, make it look pretty nice. All right, so the floor of this is going to be the Vuka temple stones, essentially. We've also got, yeah, the whole Jackdaw temple stones and stuff just looks so nice too, but... Alright, Vuka stones, let's go grab some of those. Yeah, dyeing stations for assets, yeah, that'd be nice. Would just love to have a simple white wall, like painted white, yeah. Isn't hard for them because you just have to add different color. Yeah, I think so. I think that would work. That was something that was kind of cool in like Dawn of Defiance. That game had the paintbrush where you could paint all your pieces to be whatever color you wanted. That always looked really nice. Let's see, temple blocks. Ooh, I might need some more of these actually. I am Loco, welcome back. Hope you're doing well. And Jan, welcome in. First time watching, have nice videos. Greets from Germany today. Made a small river at your base. The water disappeared after logging in. Don't know why. Yeah, the water can be a little tricky sometimes. And sometimes just kind of does its own thing. For the most part, I've had really good luck with it, but hopefully it comes back. If you step within the vicinity of it or something, let it refresh. But yeah, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Alright, so I want this... Oh, there's Vuka Temple Stones. Yeah, I'm going to need more of them for sure. And this is about central in the mill, or where I'd want the mill house center to be. So maybe I make it... let's see here. I'm thinking of sort of doing it like 2 blocks wide, where that's kind of on the edge of it, maybe? Yeah, it doesn't need to be super small, but... You can fish in lakes and rivers you make. Yes, you can. You can do that, which is really nice. Yeah. You can fish in the lakes and rivers, in even like tiny little ponds, which is like super cool. And I love that. I love that a ton. I was even able to like fish in the little lake that I did up here. Or not lake, I'll call it like the tiniest little pond, but we tested that out on when the water biome came out to see also if we would get the same loot as we otherwise normally would have. And yeah, I was able to fish in this little thing up here and still get the same like epic fish and everything else. So you can still get like all of that. There's a common misconception. People are saying like, oh, you have to only fish in the spots where you see the fish in the water to get those fish and stuff. You can get this, it's more dependent on your fishing rod and the bait you have. So you can still get everything elsewhere, which is nice. Me and your fiance follow you on YouTube. We are from Sweden and really like your content. Keep it up. Thank you so much. Tengan, welcome in. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Still building the hovering water wheel, looking good. Yeah, I am Loco. So we changed around a whole bunch of ideas. I'm gonna build it into a mill house and just make things look a lot more like man-made and sort of purposeful here with it. So that's kind of the plan, basically. And then we finished a dock earlier on today's stream to bring a path around, which I think looks a lot better than what was there before. So yeah, this was kind of the plan for today's stream, was this dock, but we finished it pretty quick, so... I started laying out an idea for a mill house here. Made a completely lit up cave, a floor and wall made from white luminescent blocks. That way you can always see what fish is biting. That's actually not a bad idea. A fully like illuminated swimming pool kind of a thing. Right, so you can reel in or put it back out. Yeah. Turkey dinner part 2? You're getting a part 2, Chris? That's awesome. I would, but I'm going to visit my dad this evening, so I'm not going to have a part 2 tonight, but I'll have leftovers tomorrow. Oh, that's awesome. Enjoy. Possible impossible ship update, that would be nice, for sure. Very nice. Yeah, the little dinghies, yeah. scooters or whatever the little boat's called. Exactly. Yep. Didn't know you could fish in any water, even if you didn't see fish? Yeah, Ebony. So yeah, anyone watching, you can. You can fish anywhere, which was what I was testing out originally because I was curious about, like, when I was wanting to do my fishing hut build video, I was like, I want to build this thing where I can actually fish, or I'm going to just get a bunch of hate in the comments and stuff. Like, wait, you can't actually fish there if I built it where I can't see the fish, right? So I did that testing prior to building that hut because I was like, I had a spot that I really liked, but I didn't see fish there. So I was like, I gotta be sure I can fish here, even if I don't see the fish. So we did testing in our own ponds and everywhere else, and ultimately came to the conclusion that doesn't matter where you fish, you'll still get the same loot, the same chances of everything. It's just the bait and the fishing rod that matters. But wait, can you fish from the chair? Can you actually, like, I put my fishing rod away, but you can fish from sitting down. That's awesome. That's great. So you want to engulf the entire water wheel in some structure. So not the entire thing. What I'm doing here is just outlining a floor plan, basically. This is all going to get deleted. This is all just temporary. Everything that you see in this stone is temporary. This Vuka stone, this is where I'm going to start doing the floor for the water wheel, and we're going to start kind of making it here with this kind of stuff. But yeah, this is all kind of temporary sort of a thing. And I'm thinking for the mill house, I'm thinking I'll do like 2 blocks wide or whatever. But yeah. How many days is Thanksgiving? It's just, yeah, usually just one day here, but you know, we can always be grateful for things every day. Always can do that. Increase the flowability of the last patch, affect the functionality of water wheels. It doesn't. What it does affect is the distance water flows. So it's because it's more like, you know, more squishy and flowy and stuff. If I open my gate here, look at how fast it goes out to the water wheel. And boom, it's already turning the water wheel. It used to take longer. And this trench used to be about the longest I could make a trench before I had to step it down by 1 block, or else the water would just kind of not keep going, especially when I made these tiny trenches. Now you could make it like 4 times longer. It's just way more realistic, so think of it that way. It doesn't affect the speed of the water wheel necessarily, the shape of the waterfall. It's just, it goes out farther, it's more, like, a little more power, you know, just, yeah, kind of a thing like that, I guess. Which is nice. Remember the fishing minigame from Zelda? I didn't play Zelda. Okay, you guys, I haven't played Zelda. We know the references. One of my friends played it all the time. I haven't played Zelda, so I wouldn't get the references from it all the time. Yeah, maybe I'll have to try it now, though, knowing that it was like a big inspiration for Enshrouded. Never liked fishing in any game. Haven't played Zelda either. Ebony, okay, good. I'm not the only one. Are you wearing the flippers? I am, yes. And somebody asked, what's the armor set that I have on? This is the Tide Collar set, the new one from the water biome for a mage. That's the mage set that I chose to go to. And then I've got the flippers and the diving helmet equipped. It's just hidden. I know it looks really silly right now. It's more like, it's more a water set, but because we're doing all this swimming underwater building today, I wanted the extra breathe time and swim speed, so that's, yeah, it looks very silly on its own, though. Exactly. Could just watch it on YouTube, just watch some Zelda. Yeah, I'll have to do that. In-game, do you have to find material in the world in order to unlock certain building items? Yeah, so that is the thing about this game, because it's a big, like, RPG adventure-style game. A lot of the recipes and things are unlocked by finding certain blocks or certain items, or lore pages, for example, that unlock a recipe. So yeah, it's not as much like Valheim. Well, I guess it is. You could still try to, like, fly out to an endgame biome early game. It just takes a while and it'd be a little difficult. You can turn off mobs, you can turn off, you know, any enemies or any of that, so you don't have them trying to fight you or any of that if you're just wanting to go to a location. And then there's lots of YouTube videos and guides that will show you how to unlock what it is you're trying to do. So that'd be my recommendation. You can just put the world settings to be really easy, and the difficulty settings, you know, just adjust the sliders to make the enemies, just pacify enemies. You can turn that on, then they won't even come after you. You just watch a video of where to get your recipes from, and yeah, you can get some of that stuff. Now there's a resource world. I can just go and grab a stack of every block. Exactly, just use a resource world if you want, kind of a thing, depending on what you want to unlock in your world or not. Yeah. Wait, no, that's Final Fantasy, Ebony. Currently addicted to BOTW and TOTK very much. Nice. I don't know, what are those ones you'd have to spell them out? I know some of the abbreviated games, but yeah, you're not too old at 40, Ebony. Why is Valheim and Enshrouded similar? I mean, they're similar in the sense that they're survival games, but I think they're both very different, all things considered. You know, yeah, they're similar-ish. Similar-ish, but... Robert, you just got the game. Awesome, I hope you have a ton of fun. As I've said to lots of people, I think it's one of the best survival building games that exists right now. It's really great. Enshrouded is the best game ever. I'm, yeah, biased and I know this is my favorite game. Yeah, same. I really like it a lot. For survival builders, it's great. I think lots of games do like different things. I think the Valheim is actually kind of a nice contrast to Enshrouded. It's a very different feel, very different playstyle. Different bosses, it has base raids, you know, all kinds of differences from Enshrouded. But yeah, it's fun to kind of do them both and have the differences there. Very hardcore, long adventure experience with Valheim versus more like chill with Enshrouded and stuff. Okay, so we've got this piece here, which is the more permanent section for the mill house. And what I want to do, what do you guys think of making it like 2 foundations wide? I was thinking almost 1 could be cool, like a really skinny mill house. But I think it's too skinny. So I think I'm going to do these 2 things wide, like this wide for the floor. And then we sort of have the water wheel off to this side a bit. To where, yeah, we could kind of do that. Do I have an altar in my inventory? I don't. Alright, we're going to use the altar trick again, because I want to zoom out and just show you guys from farther away. So, the floor could be 2 of these foundations wide. The water wheel would kind of be on this side a little bit. Have a little spot to... Oh, that actually is kind of centered, because the pole for the water wheel's here, the waterfall's here, and so it literally divides this floor up into thirds once the waterfall comes down. And then that would be the perfect spot to sort of have this like L-shaped, or this like courtyard within the L-shaped mill house, to be like a little rice farm up here. I think this is going to be good. You subbed to me? Thank you so much. Appreciate anyone who's subbed or followed. And if you're not already, boop that like button, hit that subscribe button. Appreciate y'all. All I wish for now is the same modding community in Enshrouded as Valheim. Yeah, that is something that makes Valheim pretty crazy, is all the mods, for sure. Makes the playability pretty up there. And what I don't like about it is I feel like because there's so many mods, it makes the devs lazier with the vanilla gameplay. And yeah, waiting for new content with Valheim to go back into it, same. I'm waiting for 1.0 to get back into Valheim, but yeah. And yeah, too wide, Ebony? Yeah, I think so. And then we sort of have this be the front of the building, and then it backs into the hill here by a little. So let's have this go here. Just designing the floor plan right now. And then, let's see, let's use this big thing here. And, alright, put that there. There we go. So we at least should come in by like another thing from here. And that doesn't, it will block the view a little bit to the staircase here. But that's okay, because this staircase, it could be a little hidden. It makes it feel a little cozier here. sort of come under the arch there, come up through the staircase. We could put some little trees and plantings alongside of it. Makes this little nature feature back here a little more like secluded, which I think is nice. Back to building. Thanks for stopping by. Steve-O, welcome. Appreciate you. Have fun building. Probably can grow a tree in your house and use the watering can to limit the growth to a specific stage. Yeah, oh, I didn't think of that. That's actually really cool. Yeah. Devs were lazy from the start, disappointed. Yeah, so they never, so I understand because I know what their intention was for the game. Like, they never, it was like a group of, like, essentially just one guy initially and stuff, and, like, college guys just trying to come up with a game project. They didn't think it would be a building game, they didn't think it would be anything like Valheim is today. It was even named something different when they started. So, coming from basically nothing, I gotta give it credit for being pretty good. Do I think it has so much potential that I think was maybe wasted a bit? Yeah. You know, it's always disappointing when you see a game that, like, could have turned into something so much more that didn't. But I do have to give it credit for what they have done with it, considering they were not really a dev team to start, and they just kind of did it for fun, and yeah, had no idea what it would turn into and become. And so at least they, you know, kind of did do some of that, and that's nice. But we might be able to keep that tree there in the corner of the mill house. I don't know. We'll have to see. Need to build your house in this game? Yeah, it's so much fun. I just did the, I don't know if you saw it already, I did the starter house build video. If you just got it and you're interested, had that. It's my favorite starter house design. Pretty easy to start, and it'll kind of get you into the building style and stuff. Help you out with learning it a little bit. They should sell the game to a company that have the means to finish their game. Yeah, Isaac, that actually, yeah. Like, I feel like that could have been something. Because if they kind of want to just retire from it or whatever, more so. And yeah, like I said, I'm absolutely not bashing Valheim or anything here. I just, I think it had so much potential that I personally really like things that other games have done better. But yeah, we'll still be going into it with the new update Deep North and stuff for a full-on playthrough, because it's so nostalgic. You know, it used to be my favorite game. It was awesome. I just think, like, now that I see Enshrouded in other games, it's like, oh, wait, they had so much potential. They could have done, you know, all kinds of things to keep it going more, a little more strong. But, and Deep North is going to be taking like 3 years, you know, by the time it's out. I mean, hopefully this year, like 2026, you know, mid-2026. We're thinking at least like 6 months-ish. But hopefully. Let the tree where it gives the mill house an ancient vibe. Yeah, because it's kind of perfect right here because it's going to be right in the corner of the mill house. So if I go to the, let's see here, the temple stones, and then we sort of create the L shape on the mill house here. This is kind of at the perfect spot to veer off with an L. And do that. Let's see. Let's delete those two. Oh, we gotta delete this one as well. Alright. So we can put that there and that there. So it's like a little 2x2 section. And this is where the water wheel will mount into. And then we're gonna bring it out by another 2 blocks here at least. Maybe more. But we'll see. Literally just a little L shape. I wasn't thinking something super huge for the mill house. But I think this will look good. Okay, I need more temple stones. I think I can just craft them pretty easy, but yeah, this seems about good. And if I want to do like a little villager hobbit hole or something on the side here, I still could. And then you sort of have this courtyard that could come way out with like some cascading rice farm gardens here. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Not a bad size, I think. A small team is working on making Valheim what could have been Valheim Reforged. Yeah, deeper into Nordic lore, all the QL mods already integrated. Right, exactly. Yeah, there are some teams, and with the modding, at least, it allows for that. In general, I'm kind of a vanilla type person. I like just good vanilla games out of the box. I'm all for modding. I want it to be a thing, but I don't think you should need mods to make the game functional to a really good playable state. And I think that's something with Valheim that it's like you kind of need mods in some cases just to make it like more playable, if that makes sense. Like the inventory space especially, and some things. I hope they at least tweak some of that with 1.0. I really do. And that's, again, why I'm waiting till 1.0 to pick it back up again. But I do think it's a great game. It's a great building, pretty graphics. You know, it's a great game. I just feel like, yeah, it has been very slow, and I haven't been trying to do new playthroughs for every update. You know, I've kind of stopped covering all of its little updates because I'm like, all right, I'm done. I'm just going to wait till 1.0. Biggest issue with Valheim is a lack of digging down ability. Oh, beyond this, just shallow amount. Yeah, because it does have the build height, and it's just vertical. Yeah. No, that is something that Enshrouded only like will be able to do. You know, voxel games where you can actually have this full three-dimensional terrain to dig a hobbit hole. That was why that was my first build in Enshrouded, was a hobbit house, really. Because I was like, this is just, I can't do this in another game, and this is freaking awesome. That's why I take advantage of it in this game. I do like these nature style, forest fantasy style builds because this is something I can't do in other games. Have I done bigger fortresses or like large fishing village or something? Like, no, because I think honestly that stuff's really fun to do in Valheim. So when we do the Valheim playthrough, we'll do like some really cool builds, and especially with their 67-degree roofs that they're adding with Deep North and everything, that's gonna be awesome. But, like, yeah, hobbit holes and nature stuff are very unique and awesome to Enshrouded. That's why I take advantage of them a lot in this game. I think it's really nice. Hate the look of trolls. Yeah. Bonjour. Have you ever played Conan? Any game of the series? I haven't. I've got lots of requests to, though, eventually. So we'll see. Maybe it'll come to the channel eventually, but it's a little more like, it's a little less PG and stuff. And I think with the newer building games and stuff, I'm just more a fan, I think, of Valheim and Enshrouded from what I've seen of Conan at least. But yeah, maybe someday I'll at least try it. The digging and yeah, stays is always what you wanted in a game. Watch Pirate Software play it, knew you had to also. Nice. Why not include the tree in part of the mill house? Yeah, that's what we're thinking of trying to do. I'm not gonna remove it just yet. It'll be a part of the corner because it does actually fit kind of perfectly there. So it could be a part of the corner of that house there. The well blocks in here, got plenty of those. Hello from the UK, welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. A lot like Enshrouded, yeah. Conan does have some pretty crazy building. I did see some cool stuff there. Stair area is nice, thanks. I've got quite a few of them. Got the windy one there, all kinds of like little, you know, this area I kind of went for the dilapidated stone look, old temple look, I guess. Oh, look at that. It's so nice what they've done with the weather where it like creates this like foggy effect. They got the waterfall and stuff. In general, we don't really get many good views with the forest village here. It's very secluded. I want my endgame base to be more like out there, like either up higher on a rock or like something in the water biome where we get really nice sunsets and views, because this game has gorgeous graphics, but we don't get them as much in this forest village because we're very much behind the hills, which is fun. It's a nice spot, but it'd be cool to have an endgame base. Like if I feel like spending a lot of time building, it's nice to have those views. I think would look good. Oh, from DK, Denmark. Sorry I read that wrong. Gotcha. Welcome in. Yeah, sometimes I'll read the chat wrong. I have tried to do my best, but there's lots of chat going by. Sometimes I have preconceived ideas of what it's going to be in my mind and then get people's names mixed up or whatever. It happens. Messing with water and now your lamp is leaking. Uh-oh. Not Donkey Kong, Munchie King. Where will the endgame base be? A flying castle, Chisel? No, it won't be a flying castle. I might do a flying base at some point, though, for sure, but I'm not really thinking that for the endgame base in this case. Yeah, I was thinking a big tree on like an island in the water biome where we build the tree from scratch to be like this big windy elven tree with like a forest village within the tree, lots of tree houses, like hanging houses from the tree branches, from chains and stuff. There's like full-on fantasy vibe, and then a big elven village surrounding the tree, fishing village or something. That's what I was thinking for sort of an end game base that I was interested in doing. All right, so we'll have this as kind of the. Ooh, wait, let's see. This sort of goes here. I want it to be backed in by like one more block here. Let's see. Let's do it. Where's the edge of... Oh, that one's there. So... Yeah, maybe this will work. And if I had kind of like a deck or a covered porch, I guess, I want to see how this is going to work here. Been wanting to build a sky castle, yeah. Be very cool. A replica of Avatar, I get it. Yeah, kind of, sort of, but yeah, similar to like the way the trees are. You can like walk out on the branches and like have that full vibe. Because it is something we can do in this game. Removed an entire boulder down to the ground for your base. Nice. Chiselchip, the Ewok King. Indeed. Indeed. Yeah, Peggy, we'll have to do a castle too at some point. I'll have to do a lot of things. It's, yeah. I have so many endless ideas that, like, I want to do all of it, right? Do all of it, but, it's whatever I want to spend the most time on and have these big ongoing projects for. So where's the edge of... Okay, I came out there with that block. That was like 1, 2, and then the edge kind of does go out at the edge here, so... That actually would work, and then maybe we do this portion's a deck. So the front wall would be, just to give a sense of things, the front wall would be here. And then we'd have this, like, mill and contraption kind of a thing. So the front wall of the build would be here. It would go back, and then this would be the size of the house. Very small, just enough for the mills and, like, a little shed or something here. Nothing too crazy. Well, I think this will look nice when it's done. We'll leave that tree at least in the corner for now, and we'll see. Castle when they give us the slider for the view distance. True. This is also why I've shied away from like huge mega bases, right? Like we should build like Hogwarts in this game. That'd be super cool. But yeah, the render distance thing. I do feel we need like a little more of that, but with blocks it's not quite as bad. Trying to build like a Hollow Halls base castle city in a location that I haven't seen anybody build in. 5 altars big right now. Nice. Oh, that sounds awesome. So yeah, what do you guys think of the size of this place? Let me just build the first wall temporarily out of stone so you can kind of see what... Alright, is that... Yeah, that's on there. So it's going to be like here. I think that's... Oh, did this go on the outside of the block? Yeah, it did. Okay. I want it to be on the inside of the block so that it's... Yeah, there it goes. Okay. Like that. And then... So basically, this is going to be like the front of the house. It's just going to go along the side. We're just sketching it out right now. Not even, again, none of this is like temporary or nothing, but it's going to go along the back there. Have this being here, and then having like that. So, yeah, something along those lines for the shape of the mill house. We're going to continue this support into the floor, bring this deck almost like around the side of the water wheel into like a deck format, almost like what we did for the dock down here, I feel like. And then we're going to create like a nice little like aqueduct at the bottom that catches the water here from the wheel, sends it into like this, yeah, the rice field pond, like cascading rice fields that we could do right here in front of the mill house. And that way it looks very like man-made, looks very purposeful in this area, sort of has the story and the lore that comes from the top of the tavern. And then, we've just got the tiny little mill house which is super small, and we could do like a little corner staircase here or something, because it's going to be like 3 stories high probably. It's going to be a tall house, but very narrow and tall for the mill house, I think. And then this will be like a little door on this side probably that opens up onto the little deck for like maintenance on the water wheel or something along those lines. What do you guys think of the whole plan? Peggy's got a thumbs up. All right. Yeah, I think that's what we'll go for. I think that'll be nice. And because I was trying some other stuff, you know, I tried kind of backing the water wheel into the cliff of the tavern and a bunch of other things. Crimson and I were talking about it the other day as well. And I think the design I've sort of settled on a little more is like, yeah, this idea of a mill house being here and like rice fields to then have like the grain production for the farm or feeding animals and things too. And I thought it could just be a perfect thing to do on this side. I've been to Cromville in the game. If so, I was wondering what you thought of it. I have, not in this world. That's up here, right? Reach Cromville. Yeah, that's my latest quest. So I have one more episode of the playthrough that we're going to be doing, and that'll be the going to Cromville officially. But yeah, I have been there in my live stream the other day, just to like did a little video about getting the new arches, the castle pieces and stuff. That build is really incredible. I was like, that's the biggest pre-made structure in the game. Cromville's huge. And like, you know, continuing down into the shroud and everything too. It's crazy. Sounds perfect. Include a cart inside the storage and bring coffee and rice to the tavern. Yes, definitely. Gotta do that. I was almost thinking like forking off the pathway right here to like bring it down here, almost like into the second level of the mill house, to where we could have like multiple levels that go out onto the floor. So like we could have the processing and the storage kind of down here, and then you like have the second level, which could go out onto a path that ties into this one right here from the tavern, so that you have that easy like, hey, let's bring the grain over from the mill to the tavern. And that could be really cool, yeah, because especially if we're doing this house really tall, that could definitely work. What I'm worried about is these branches from the tree. We're going to keep it for now, but we'll see how that all ends up being. Didn't want to spoil anything, but yeah, it's impressive, right? Yeah, and thanks for that, yeah. I think it's a pretty crazy structure. Sounds great, let's go. Perfect. Short traveled coffee. You can change, you can charge double. All right. Right, that'd be funny. Yeah, you can't place an altar in Cromville, right? That would have been nice if you could. Definitely, I think that's, yeah, hope so someday. So why is this only, oh no, this is 4 things wide for the pillars there. All right. This is pretty good. So I'm debating where I would need, or how I could do this like waterfall portion up here. If this is gonna be sort of the deck, and then we continue it around with maybe the roof blocks. Yeah, maybe we use those. All right. And then that's how we can sort of build like, or start building the pool anyway for the water to fall into, which could start right here. And we got, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which I think is good. That could kind of come out this way. Oop. A little bit. Wonder if they have a secret update for Cromville. That's why you can't place the flame. Ooh, Joe. Getting all schemy, are we? Maybe. It's possible. Alright, yeah, I think this will be cool because it kind of matches a little bit the trough that we did, so... Path between 2 boulders? Ooh, yeah, up top there, that'd be nice. Yeah, you can place an altar above Cromville, true, very true. Oh, those create a weird, look at that, wait. I never saw that texture. Look what happens when you put this roof block on the side of the Vuka temple stones. Look at what it does. It creates this bottom arched effect. That's wild. Damn. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Only happens kind of. What if I stack it 2 blocks high? I still kind of do the same thing. Yeah. Interesting. It's kind of cool. I mean, kind of not cool if you didn't want the textures, but I guess I don't really mind them there. I just want a place to catch the water, which is going to be right here. It should make sense, and then we'll bring it out here. And then yeah, this can have some, oops, some pillars going down to the ground. To like really add to the industrial look of things with that. These will all continue like down into the ground, but yeah, this is looking pretty cool. Just like the archways and all of that stuff. And then we continue this all across. Like that. Huh. That looks kind of neat. It's like a secondary little trough here that then will catch the water. And yeah. Only about this section here, though, I want to fix this up a little bit. Just make the bottom of this whole trough the blocks here. There we go. So it looks a little more consistent and nice. Considering that shroud layer beneath the shroud root supports the lore pages in the castle, not be surprised if they make a few changes to it. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, kind of irksome. A bit of like a funnel, you know, and then it's going to continue out on this side to then go into the, you know, rice fields and stuff. Yeah, a little bit like that. If we put, you know, some blocks here and then on the sides, I gotta get more of the roof blocks. I'm just gonna hit the undo there. Let's see how this looks already. If it catches the water in the right spot. Wish they would add is normal block shapes to the roof blocks. What do you mean by that, Joe? Normal block shapes to the roof? Like, without creating, like, the roof voxel textures? Like, just, like, angled, blocks or things? Are you saying? Alright, let's see how this looks here. That starts coming around that. Of course, it's gonna flood, like, instantly around the thing here. But, yeah, that catches the water. That's actually the perfect spot right there. And there it goes. It's all flooding. I could have a drain there for now, though, just to have the water wheel going. A floor drain, put a floor drain in there. I wonder if that would be able to actually catch enough water. I think it would. Let's try a little floor drain here. Okay. Oh, it's actually kind of small. Is that enough to catch all the water? Oh, it is. So we can do that for now, and that way it's not going to flood the base or nothing. And then we can always turn that drain off if we wanted it to then come out and, you know, come out the trough that we're about to build. Hey, Christy, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Had a good Thanksgiving, hopefully. We're designing a little mill house currently. Just messing around a bit with the water wheel over here, because I think a whole mill house structure on the forest village is kind of needed, and we're going to do some rice fields that kind of cascade down to the farm. And move these beehives and do some rice fields over here for farming. Still stuff from Turkey Day? Yep, same. Pretty much. Christy is here. Time to go on an adventure. Yeah, irksome. Now they're associating Christy whenever Christy pops in of all of our fun adventures. And Christy, I might be doing some Bellride actually in the next like week or so or whatever. So yeah, if you wanted to do anything with that, I don't know. I don't know if you're around or what your schedule is, but it could be fun. Just to check it out and what their big update coming on December 9th or whatever. Oh, like vertical pillars, walls, and floors, like non-roof blocks? Gotcha. but like ones that are like sideways, like diagonal or other things. Yeah, and I see what you're saying too. Being able to use them on the blueprints, where they could just get rid of this whole roof categories. We could just like the 4-meter stairs could like they could get rid of this entire both these roof sections and just include the roof block with the rest of these blueprints. I get that for new builders, though, I guess it could be confusing where they don't see 2-meter roofs. They'd be like, wait, where do I go? Like, how do I build a roof? But maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I wonder about that. But they could totally, that'd be nice if they included them with some more blueprints and stuff. Need some more ideas for fountains? Yeah. Oh, big fountains would be cool. I didn't have a whole lot of room in my little pond up here, but I did just do like a little bird bath in the middle, I guess was what I was trying to go for there. A little bird bath and the water source is back here. If I put the water source up here, it's like way too powerful of flow there. So I had to put the water source back in the back of the tavern there, and then it works out better. Oh, what if you make a tank to collect the water? Actually, that's not a bad idea, Isaac. Make this section deeper to where this whole like green thing could almost be like a barrel in here. Or put a barrel under here almost as if it's like collecting water for part of the lore and stuff. That's not a bad idea. I like it. Might use the rest of the water and lead it in a step different kind of small and big pools, gates to let the water in, channels and fields. Yes. That's kind of what I'm planning. So here, this drain is just temporary, so it's not flooding the rest of the base. And then we're going to have this aqueduct come out here and then drip down into like cascading rice fields where we'll have a gate on each one. So the water kind of goes in here and then maybe has like a little aqueduct that brings it to the animals somehow past the, you know, kind of past the rice field. But yeah, like an overflow wall. Interesting. A sloped basin, yeah. You know, we could get pretty creative with it for sure. And so far, I'm liking this. Like, this is a lot better than what we used to have, which was just this water wheel. And then I did this little creek that caught the water and brought it to the barn. I dug out this area as a creek. But the issue with that, it looked like it was so not natural. It wasn't supposed to be there. It didn't fit in with the story or the lore of this build, really. It was like, it was more of just, oh, hey, I want to use this new water wheel. But it didn't fit in. So I was like, how could I use it in a way that that fits in better? I think having the whole separate mill house, just because the water wheel is more of like this industrial thing, having a mill house with like an axle that goes into it for all the grinders, a little path to the tavern, and then plant the rice fields for the farm. Now it's starting to tie in a lot more to the build, rather than just having this arbitrary stream with the water wheel, since I didn't like it on the waterfall here. You know, I tried it here, I just felt like it took away from the build a bit by putting it here. It didn't fit right, so I do feel like it needed its separate thing. I just wasn't sure how to incorporate it. But I kind of like this. We've got like the suspended aqueduct over the path here. You know, we'll tie into this build here. And I think that's going to be really good. So let me make some more of the roof blocks, if I can. We could try to sort of tie it into the ground a little more. Even as a magic user, if you get the grounding hook, still works with dealing with the hornets. Oh, that's a good idea, yeah, because in the other episode video, I was dealing with that being an issue. Yep. Alright, so yeah, Dractol roof blocks. These are not too bad to make. Was the water wheel, when you built it, one big huge wheel, or did it come in parts? It's one big wheel, yeah. So I think it's at the Alchemist, is where you build all the water stuff. And there is a small wheel, but this is the one. Large water wheel that I built there, and then there's a small water wheel, which I did next to my fishing hut. Thought it looked kind of cool. And then there's even a windmill. You can use any of them. But yeah, I thought for the size of this build, the large water wheel is what I was going for, more so. And it totally fits in with these docks, and oh, this is gonna look so good when it's done. Need to fix one of the columns on the mill house. Oh, like this corner one you're saying? Try to make it look more, yeah, this corner one, maybe we take this out entirely And then maybe we just do it kind of with the other supports of this to make it look a little better. Can you guys hear a bunch of people talking in the other room too, by the way? Mom's got people over, but I was wondering how good my mic is rejecting it. Alright, let's see. Let's get these blocks here. Continue these into the ground, since I'm pretty happy with the way this looks. Those I'll wait on just a minute. That's already tied in. So we can start grounding this whole thing, make it look better, but don't hear anyone else? Oh, I'm glad, Christy. You don't hear either? Cool. Yay. That was kind of the whole thing of this new mic. It would have picked up real bad on my old one. This new one gives the clarity in my old one, but with way better noise rejection. I think is good. Only hear me? Awesome. Perfect. You can place the windmill even horizontally on a vertical turn. Oh, cool. I didn't know that. That's awesome. Yeah, just like the water wheel, where you can kind of like angle it. Haven't protected, getting the wheel to run good just on a current flow of water. Always have to use Waterfall. Yeah, and I can put it in like the current of this. I can set it down in this pond and it will actually still turn. Because this pond is still slowly flowing, because technically it outlets over here, to where it will still turn in the pond. It just goes really slow. Like, it seriously is crazy and very impressive how realistic they did the water. Yep. Can't hear them partly on Mom every now and then sometimes, yeah. Not hearing any of the other voices well, except the ones in your head. Oh, this is true. Yeah. Yep. They remove the normal ladder. We only have the bamboo one now. No, you can still, yeah, you can still craft the other one. Oh, yes, a fountain in the middle of the pond. That could be kind of cool, actually. Or some sort of little thing, like, floating on the surface. I wonder how that could look. Yeah. Does it take a long time to get the water stuff? Because you're kind of getting bored trying to get stuff in your game. So now they actually changed the recipe. It used to be that you had to have iron before you can craft a water source. Now it's just tin bars and metal scraps. So as soon as you make it to the Nomad Highlands, you can craft a water dispenser and mess around with all the water stuff. The fancier one, you need the stuff... Oh, and they even changed this one to be... Yeah, or no, that still needs iron dust there from the mill. But yeah, this one, the water dispenser, really cheap to craft. And I'm glad they changed the recipe for that. So you no longer need iron now, you can just use tin. And get it a little earlier in the game. Yeah. All those little blue things around the water's edge. Oh, these are the... So this is luminous growth. It's a terrain material that creates these little blue crystals that glow in the dark. And before we had real water, this was all ice. And so it looked better, it looked more realistic like water if I put these blue crystals that kind of shined down into the ice and reflected in it at night. It looked really cool. And so I left them. I left them on here because I thought it still looked cool even with the water at night. Kind of fun. Fullen, welcome in from Germany. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, you set them down kind of block by block. It's just used as a terrain material, and then it kind of creates those textures. Yeah. Parts of your dock is made of. Awesome builds, by the way. Love the stream. What are the building parts of the dock made of? Yeah, yeah. And thanks for joining in. We just did that earlier on today's stream. That was today's stream's goal, was to do this dock. So we used the fence pieces. Let me go show you the exact ones here. I believe it was this one at the workbench, actually, for some of them? I think we used some pieces from the workbench. Maybe not, actually. This was carpenter, all carpenter. So we did these vertical fence pieces and then rotated them to be horizontal to place for the dock. I'm trying to find them. We used all the bamboo, like, railing pieces. That's what I used for the railings there. But then these ones, the high piling fence 1, is what I like to use for docks. And then rotate sideways, curve it around, and then I kind of use some of the poles and bamboo pillars to tie it into the water, which looked kind of nice. But yeah. Making it very hard for you to concentrate on finishing your playthrough with all the building ideas you're getting. Oh, right, irksome. I distract myself all the time too. I want to build. Not alone anymore, also from Germany. Yeah, there's a lot of people from Germany hopping in. Enshrouded is, you know, Enshrouded dev teams in Germany, so it's got a big German audience. Contract is like a full German creator, and, you know, gets a big audience for the game. Dock looks great. That's always what you use. Oh yeah, for your mill roof. Yeah, Joe the Wizard, like popping through the nesting material. Yeah, we were just mentioning your roof not too long ago. Timber Bills was mentioning it because he got to check out your build as well. Yeah, that was really cool. Definitely. Yeah, the Enshrouded dev team are they're from Germany. Yep, and located in Germany still. Yep. So I think here it should be grinding out the Alchemist quest to get the Nomad Highlands to unlock the water stuff. Just go to the, whatever you need to do to get to Nomad Highlands, basically, to get tin. And it's kind of everywhere in some of the caves or shroud areas in the Nomad Highlands. You can mine the tin. So yeah, whatever quest you need to get to. Nomad Highlands biome, for reference, is located like right in where is the? Here's the Albany Summit, Nomad Highlands Spire. So Pillars of Creation. So do like Pikemead area, which was, let's see, that's kind of up in here. And then you sort of get this path to like enter the Nomad Highlands in this whole area, and you can also get up from in here. You do this like quest, the Pillars of Creation, to like climb the pillar, which is like this big volcano, and that's sort of the entrance into the biome. You've got all that stuff there, so yeah. Yeah, I wish the devs will allow us to place all the props in the game. They want to add more, so that'll be something, hopefully. But looked at Minas Tirith on Contracts, Lord of the Rings, and Shadow Sword. Right, that's pretty impressive. Super cool, some of his big projects that he does with the community. Yep. Don't use the mill house to house the alchemist. That's not a bad idea still, Saber, yeah. Especially until I've got a place for him. We could put some of the grinders and stuff in there too, and possibly for the alchemist and fisher or something. Or we could put, like, build a little shelter for the fishermen, like a little hollow in the tree by the dock or something. Lack of clutter is the one thing that tempts you to use a mod. Yeah, Christy, right? Because there's that mod that allows us to place all the clutter in the game. But yeah. Yeah, and Erebor was incredible too, right? Yeah. Those were some awesome builds, yeah. Contract and the community did a great job on them. So I think I'm going to probably wrap up the stream about here. About 3 hours and stuff. I know I could just keep going and going and going, but I'm pretty happy with what I got done. I'm going to do a little more planning for the mill house and stuff, and future streams we will just keep like prettying up the pond a bit, doing some more detail, and working a bit on the mill house, which is going to be really exciting. But yeah, we got this dock done, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. So thank you all for the suggestions, and yeah, Lord Zizzle on the other stream a while ago, like, just do a dock here instead of the path, and I think it looks great. And yeah, you can fish in your own ponds, all that good stuff. I know, I wish I could be on for a while with you guys, but thank you all so much for joining. I'll definitely keep doing some of these streams throughout the coming weeks. We've got a lot of stuff to stream now, lots of building, lots of content to do, so so do subscribe and stay tuned, and I really appreciate y'all joining today. I also have a Discord server, just ! Discord in the chat. Pull up a link for that. You can hop on in, and we love checking out your screenshots and builds and all kinds of fun stuff over there, chatting when I'm not live. So I'll see y'all over there, hopefully. And until next time, hope you all had a good Thanksgiving for those who celebrated it. And I will see you all probably next week. All right, cheers, everyone.